building. We have two special guests today. First time to the podcast. We have Laura and Mark.
What's good, guys?
What up?
Look at that. Naturals.
Introduce themselves.
Introduce yourself.
Social media. What if you want to say what
popular.
you do?
No, you guys are more popular than we are.
Yeah, right. You guys are out there now.
Okay,
Ouch,
well, I'm Little Aces. This is Who's Marky?
My name is Mark. Yeah, but just call me by Mark. Is fine.
Yeah, we're more probably you guys. He wearing his own hat and you're wearing his shoes, so you're more popular. But this is, one of the person that we've talked about, the poor La Familia Air Max 1s. I mean, countless times on this podcast. Like
long overdue.
So this is way long overdue. So, and Laura is, somebody in Arizona who's been very popular for a very, very long time on social media. I get, is influencer the right word? Is that the word?
Let her explain it.
Sure. I'm not a fan of the influencer, like content creator. Oh, I'm a creator. Oh, okay.
I like creator.
Okay.
Influencer, I couldn't get back. I feel like everybody now is such an influence.
Did you watch that documentary, by the way? Didn't you ask me about that?
About what?
Hannah watched it, where they took like 4 random people or whatever and tried to turn them into influencers.
No.
Showtime or HBO or something? Yeah.
Oh, no. Did it work?
It worked for one of them because she was like actually committed to doing it. The other ones were like,
oh, so that's the difference.
Right, but that's the point of the show.
You've been on the internet for a long time, right?
Yeah, I started my Little Aces page, I think, in 2015.
Okay, see, that's the key. Like, the key is to get in on, like, that ground level. That's like ground level, right?
I mean, Instagram. I'm sure Instagram was around, but it was like,
when on-feed photos started popping. When everybody had to get a DSL camera and get the bokeh in the background. That's when I started.
Oh yeah, see, when you get into that ground level, you good. But we started the podcast in 2015, I think. Maybe
2016 March is what you said.
Oh, okay, 2016. So we're almost on 5 years. So that's good, man. Like I said, we talked about the Poor La Familia Air Max 1s a lot. So we're gonna talk about that a little bit with him. We'll the little laces about pics.
It's got to be in discussion of best. Like, I'm not gonna call it a custom, but best. What would you call it? Collaboration.
It's to me the top 10 Air Max 1 of all time, if not top 5.
Wait, I have a question. Do either of you own them?
Yeah.
I texted Jeremy, like, when the thing went live and then it went down, I texted him, like, yo, what's up, fam? What happened? They sold out already? And he was like, nah, something. And then I bought it.
Yeah, there was a lot of issues with the site that day.
Really? Oh, see.
Yeah, I believe, like, the first hour kind of crashed out, and I was in line, like, at IKEA for the Off-White stuff.
Oh, the rug.
The rug and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, I texted him. I was like, bro, what's up with the website? And he was like, oh, they took it down. They're going to put it back up in an hour or something like that. And then I checked out Yeezy when it actually went up. And the funniest part is, like, I mean, it did sell out fast in terms of, like, a collab like that, but then pairs were on resale websites. Nuts. Never seen that before.
I don't even remember actually buying it. Like,
I wasn't talking about Air Max 1s. I'm talking about all those collab things that Nike, obviously, if you count like Sean Wotherspoon, that's up there as well. But I'm talking about anything Nike's done like that, where they have people come in and like make a shoe.
Oh, it's the best. It's not even a question. As a cultivator program, it's the best one, period.
Right. So it depends on what you consider like a part of that realm or whatever. Like, is Wotherspoon part of that, or is that something else?
Nah, I don't consider him part of that.
But either way, the shoe is.
I mean, it's fire. We were talking about it. It's super fire. Like, it's not even a question. Like I said, I consider it one of the top Air Max 1s. It was my favorite. I hate that I only bought one. And,
Same.
But see, that's the thing. Like, only buying one was because typically when you buy something from, like, programs and, like, Nike you never know how it's going to come out. Yeah. Like, I've never seen any.
Oh, yeah. It never looks like the picture.
It never looks like the picture. I think
they look better than the picture.
It looked better. The materials, all that is way, way better. So then it was like, damn, once you got it, you're like, God dang it. Like, I want to mess it up. I wore it to Disneyland. I wore it everywhere. And
that shoe is how I figured out, what's that? Not Jeremy Scott. What's that cleaner?
Oh, Jason Mark?
Yeah, that's how I figured out that Jason Mark spray is trash. I sprayed it on those twice. Yeah. It's the only shoe I've ever sprayed twice on 2 sprays on one shoe. And I wore them somewhere, and I looked at it, and it looked like it had like a tire mark on it. I was like, man, what in the world? And it came off kind of easily, but still, like, something's on there. I was like, man, it's Jason Martin.
I don't use Jason Martin. I use a cleaner too.
Honestly, Rejuvenator is good, but I don't have one.
Only Rejuvenator works for me, but I ran out and I'm not buying no more.
Crep is foreign, so I refuse to use it.
Foreign, okay.
Hater.
I mean, their Crep Protect eraser is not too bad. I usually use that in case people are wondering like how to clean the suede, and I would always use that eraser. So
see, I use a razor sometimes, but usually I just get like the brush, just hit the suede with it and get the stuff off.
I'm not gonna lie, I've taken soap and water to mine, like his shoes, and they're fine.
See, I still use a little mixture, a little Bath and Body Works with a little bit of.
Right? That's
I do. Oh, come on, a little champagne toast.
Smells like lavender.
I know my Bath and Body Works, a little champagne toast foam. Stir it up real fast. I'll do that.
Was there a shoe release at the store too, or is it?
No, so we just it was all online. So what I did, we handed out like little cards, explaining like the story behind the card.
Well, let's talk about later. Like, I don't talk about now.
Okay.
It's a whole part because it was a good thing.
I didn't know you
were with me.
Huh?
You were with me at the party? At Manor?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
I haven't been there for any party. I haven't been anywhere for any party.
That's right. Me and Don, Ruby was there. It was cracking too.
Go to parties.
It was a good turnout.
I put raffle tickets in. I've seen Jeremy at the store one time, and I've probably been there like 10 times.
Yeah, you always see him at the bar.
I feel like I've only seen you once.
I think twice. One time you introduced me to the barbecue guy, and then the other time was like another raffle, which I actually won. That was when you called me like, can I even say that? Or are you
yes, I called you like 3 or 4 times.
I was gonna say, if I say she called me 4 times, is that all right?
It's because like we call people and it's like, okay, we're only gonna call you once, but I just genuinely feel bad. Like, okay, you won. Let me call you again. Like, all right, let me just call one more time.
See, that's a good thing, though.
Oh, I like I'm that. Never putting a size 12 raffle ticket in ever again because isn't that your size too?
Nah,
I'm a Jeremy's size for certain. I know that because I talked to him about that. I'm never putting
Jeremy's
a size 12 in, ever.
See, I
11 and a half and trade.
2 other people are in there like that.
Oh, really? Oh, well, there you go.
What was the dunk I missed on? Hi, they called me. They called me while I was here, and I was like,
oh yeah,
you ignored the call.
I ignored it, and I was like, I remember I called the number back or listened to a voicemail. I called it when it was closed.
Michigan's maybe.
Where was Michigan's yellow? Is Michigan or Iowa?
Was
Michigan,
it
right?
that?
Yeah, it was that.
I just remember like first call kind of answered. We're like, hello, and then the second one.
I did answer, and I hung it up.
And then
And then they called back, and I hung it up. I just ignored it. We were here talking. We were literally talking about.
I remember.
Putting that raffle in the Manor.
But you not only hung up on her, you also ignored, fam.
You're right.
That's double.
Then I was like, I'm sick of losing raffles. No, I'm joking. Pick
You
up.
see why?
Yeah, you're right. Pick up. We'll let the guests go first. Anybody any pickups lately? Anything new? I know you guys pick up everything.
Oh, okay.
Y'all
get
Recent
everything.
pickups.
Anything new?
Like new?
Not gonna be new. Yeah, you haven't been there
Past
before.
couple.
So that
Anything
actually
recently you picked up?
is going to segue probably into the topic that you're going to talk about, right? Or is that at the end?
What's the topic?
The main topic of the show.
Oh, because we are. Well, it's gonna be at the end. But
So
we will.
So
Laura
how do you
is
consider
here.
that with pickups? Like,
I don't know. If she
okay,
does
all
that.
right. Well, then we'll do it later.
Well, Laura is on the show because she said that she wanted to come on and talk about Kicks World. Because I don't know if you said Kicks World saw what we said.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we can talk about anything.
Right. And, we talked about it. And, I know we had, first of all, I think the reaction that we had to Kicks World, probably every single sneakerhead's reaction to something like that. And I had said, like, anybody wants to come talk to us about it, I would love to hear something about it because I will tell you this, like, when it comes to new businesses and sneaker businesses, like, we think everything sounds ridiculous. And
People
then, like,
think
That
that,
is
like,
true.
we badmouth them. It doesn't mean, it means that we don't want them to come on the show. No, fam, if we say something good or bad, feel free. Because I'll listen to your side of the story.
Well, that's the whole thing, like, about StockX. Like, stuff I've said about StockX, and then, like, they got mad, and then I'm like, man, please feel free to come and tell me. Like, I just don't know.
Well,
that.
there's
I'm
one
concerned from
person
the outside looking
specifically
in.
who I have DMs saved from who we talked about and pretended to be heated at first and then sent DMs saying, I want to work with you, and then try to act like a stranger again. So those will be saved until some more stuff comes out.
Proof later. But any pickup.
I'm ready for the tea.
I cannot bring that up right now. That'll be a direct conversation first, and then if something happens, then I'll have to post those.
Do they live out here?
No, they don't live in Arizona.
That's
But they are slightly big in the sneaker world right now. So probably for the wrong reason, maybe. I don't know.
I feel like you gotta say who it is now.
What you got? Pickups. I don't know anything.
Okay, recent pickup. I just got the Stussy Hirachis that came out, the tan ones. I know you guys talked about that last time.
That is the best colorway.
The suede is nice.
Yeah.
That olive one is whack.
Yeah, those look kind of weird.
Huh? It's not bad. That's the one I got. I mean, we give Slow to Rico, but the suede is nice. The other colorway is better, but it's not a bad shoe.
I also picked up the LA to Chicago ones.
The like purplish.
Yeah, the purple one, like the paint comes off.
Them is underrated in Jordan 1s.
Yes.
Those are disrespected. Stop. You hated on them.
They're fire.
He said Paris ones are better.
Those joints probably sell for like about $500-$600 now.
Yeah.
So, you said Paris ones are better.
Yeah, you know what's crazy?
Which one?
Those Paris ones.
Oh, great.
I worked at the Nike outlet, and I got his size, or the clearance store, Arizona Mills. I think I got his size in those when they first dropped for like, what, $60?
$60, yeah.
What?
Lord.
Oh, yes. That Nike clearance store gets so much stuff.
I think people returned those grays because they weren't selling over retail.
I had them, and I don't know what I did with them.
Probably returned them to Nike. That's what I did.
Maybe. I thought they were whack. I wanted the LA to Chicago ones so bad.
They're dope.
Got them brand new.
Okay, my bad.
They're dope. No, them
don't apologize.
No, them joints are dope. Them joints are dope.
Yeah.
Them joints are one of the better ones. In the last, like, 3-4 years, them was one of the better ones.
Yeah, they're clean.
I'm not saying it sucks. It's not. I think the gray one's still better to me.
Not even close.
Plus, it has pink underneath. Come on.
So, anyways.
Yeah, but it's like hot pink.
So, that's what sure.
What else you got? Nobody picked up Carmines or Cool Gray 3s or nothing?
I have those coming.
Dang, look at you. Everything, look at me.
Oh, yeah, we got to talk about the hat release, too, because I don't know if you had that on the...
Oh, what you talking about?
You guys can talk about that.
His hat release.
Oh, his? Yeah, of course. I'm talking about hats in general. I'm like,
no, because I don't know if you had that on the thing.
Oh, no, it's going to be all in it. All in there.
Oh, all right.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Anyways, sorry.
Oh, I picked up the Cobalt Dunks.
The what?
You know the Cobalt Dunks, the black and blue ones that just came out?
Oh, you already got those?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Wow.
God, they don't even know. What's up?
I mean, I had 3 orders from Nike recently. Nothing, like 2 of them haven't shipped, and one of them just barely shipped yesterday, like from 2 weeks ago. So.
Damn.
Well, everything is like stuck in that Midwest.
I mean,
yeah, that's
fam,
true.
they're not in Texas. I didn't know if Memphis had the same thing or not.
Well, I think like they ground, right? Or do they fly them? I don't know what they do.
For what?
Nike shipping.
No, 2-day. If you get it on sneakers and you're a member, it's 2-day.
Well, yeah, because you got my Clot 14s, and that took like a week.
Yeah.
How are those in hand?
Fire.
I like the suede.
Is it a women's shoe or is it? Can a man wear that?
It's
shoe?
it's a men's shoe.
No, I know, but you know what I mean?
No, I feel like guys
It's
can wear it,
2021.
I feel like
These
guys
are
can
the
wear it.
important questions that we answer on the sneak dish. So you would wear it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think it looks like a women's shoe.
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying he's seen it in hand. So I'm saying like it's different when
Them
you get it in
joints
hand.
are so fire.
Yeah.
It's nice.
I really want them, but I'm glad I passed.
It's the only 14 that I tried to buy and didn't get and was a little bit perturbed.
You hate
in a long
14s,
time. No, I love 14s, but it's just like, when am I gonna wear it? I mean,
we're just Sneak This podcast. That's the only place we wear.
I'm trying to be spending all that money.
Yeah, go to Costco. You know what? See, I always try to avoid
all
wearing
that
my
money
sneakers
just for
to
that.
places like that because I always hit my foot on the shopping cart.
Right? That shit
Man,
sucks.
that is the absolute worst. You were talking about something that don't come off is hitting your car tire with your sneaker. And
That's what it looks like is on my the Air Max 1 shoe.
It's the worst, man. Nah, them terracotta 14s, them joints are super duper fire. I mean, I really wanted to get them, but I was like, man, I just couldn't justify the 200 when I want to get Wimbledon's, and Wimbledon's is like $550 right now, like whatever.
The smallest violin is being played right now.
You gotta be smart. This week's releases though, possibly there are way too many I want this week.
Well, you got Comet Dunk Highs. I already know that, so.
Yeah, well, odds are.
I like draw better now.
Maybe if you answer your phone.
No.
I like draw better now. I don't have to like rush to get the stuff in.
Oh, I think draw is way better.
Fam, when you have more than one account.
You don't like draw?
Nah,
when
I
you
can
have
do
more than
it.
one account.
Okay, he hits on every single release.
She lies.
I swear.
I mean, y'all have to hit on something. Y'all get all y'all.
That's like,
Nah, she got kick swell. She's good.
that's like
I got to deal with the hard way, so I'm still taking all else.
See, the app is just. I mean, look, I'm
Yeah,
not
but
here
y'all
to
got-
complain about sneakers app no more, but like the draw to me, I'm willing to accept my L better on a draw. Like I feel like, look, I don't know what happened. How did it get drawn? That's
The
it.
only difference is we talked about that on the show too. But the only difference is I wish they did like Adidas, where it was almost like, not a club or whatever, but you know what I'm talking about?
Like your points or whatever. Yeah, icon status and all that stuff.
It's easier to get if you spend a ton of money with the brand or something.
Y'all wear Adidas?
I'm not saying guaranteed, but
I don't feel like I ever see y'all posting Adidas.
I used to wear Adidas a lot, but then they closed our account at Manor, so I don't have any more Adidas.
No Beyonce stuff?
Nope.
You like any of it?
Nope.
Oh, all right. Well, there's someone you agree with.
That stuff is whack. Huh?
It is.
That's what
And
I'm
like,
saying.
no shade to
Finally you
Adidas,
agree.
no shade to Beyonce. It's just like,
no.
I feel like you could have done more.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about Beyonce. We were talking
it's
about Beyonce here, all right? Like,
I mean, I don't know what that's. Again, it's Adidas. I don't know what you thought was gonna happen. Like some luxury wear, or like,
it's not even luxury wear. It's like
the white collection is pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie. And that reversible bucket hat they did. I mean, they tried to make it look like Fendi or whatever.
The clothes and stuff. You know what? Most of them clothes is built for people that's at least 5'10", 5'11", and them jackets are like trench coat Count Dracula coats. Like them joints is wild. They look fire. I posted Missy Elliott wearing. Missy Elliott was wearing that stuff. Looked phenomenal in it. All right. Now Missy Elliott is a bigger woman, and she just dope. Like she knew how to wear that stuff. Beyonce looked good. I mean, Beyonce.
Mm-hmm.
But like all that stuff, I can't see a woman here walking down the street wearing that. I sent that one picture of that one dude.
I mean, no one's wearing the like jumpsuit that makes you look like you work for Southwest Airlines or whatever. But like,
that's what it's for. I seen girls like.
I like jumpsuits.
See, jumpsuits have
looking
to
like
fit.
Slipknot.
Yeah, but see, like to me, a jumpsuit like.
you talking about like a onesie jumpsuit, like that you like step into and
Okay,
then...
look, we have this Nike jumpsuit at Manor. I literally look like a mechanic, but it's fire.
No, I like jumpsuits.
But wait,
You don't
is
like
it
it?
two pieces or one
Like
piece?
one piece, and you like
nah.
zip it up, and it's got a collar and like a swoosh on the back. It's
I mean,
pretty
that's what
dope.
Beyonce stuff was, pretty much. At least the first one was. The red maroon one was.
And
like
all the side bags, and I mean,
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't seen this.
None of
what
them?
we're talking about, no.
the white one. I think the white one's good because they made it like it was like a mountain wear or whatever, like snow. I mean, I think it's better than like whatever they tried to make the maroon sound like. What was the point of the maroon one? Did it have a theme or whatever?
summer. I don't know.
Fam, maroon is not a summer color. That sweatshirt's a summer color.
No.
Maroon is what?
This is summer color?
Yeah, that's a summer
Yes.
color.
What?
I don't know, man. I wear a lot more pink in the winter.
Damn, what are you?
I do.
This is a winter color right here.
Oh, it's a coat.
I'm gonna head out.
What else you
It
got?
could be a T-shirt. It's still a summer color. It don't matter.
True.
I don't look at olive as olive as an all year color. Olive is a good color.
Yeah,
of all time.
now in sneakers, but like you. So what I'm trying to say is, you go to cities like New York City, San Francisco, Philadelphia, cities where it's like cold or whatever in the wintertime.
Black.
It's those, black, gray, olive, those darker.
Yeah, like darker tones, I feel like are more like fall, winter.
Olive is one of them.
Bright tones, you know, it's a little warmer.
Yeah.
You're feeling happier. The sun's out.
We don't wear enough jackets here to like have fancy wool jackets and stuff like that, like those people do. I mean, you laughing, but you say it all the time.
You right. What else y'all cop? You got anything, Mark? Anything else? You got everything. She's like,
I feel like a whole
But
list.
she gets a whole topic later to talk about her pickup.
Yeah, what about you guys? It's
she's
your
good.
turn.
Well, the only thing I picked up was just the neutral gray ones, and then the Clot 14s for her.
You like the neutral gray ones?
I do. I really do like them.
Do you really?
Yes, I do.
What about that toe box?
That toe box is horrible. But
What is that? It's too big, isn't it? It's something weird about
Yeah,
it. It's like round.
it's very
really
round.
wide, and
Yeah.
it's like sticks up weird.
Yeah.
Leather is
That's
awful.
how it was on the black red 85s I had. I was like, yo, this doesn't look like a Jordan 1 to me.
Some of the worst leather I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah, have you seen like people take the heat gun to it and like reshape the toe box?
No, I can't do all that.
I do want to try that.
He's
on
thinking
mine, I'm not
about
gonna
it because
lie.
they're too big.
I had to look
Yeah.
professional do that. Like, you find me a cobbler. Like, ain't no way I'm doing
Yeah,
it.
that man in Phoenix.
I mean, oh, yeah, that one.
Smallest store ever. Did y'all get anything from Dunk ID or try Dunk ID?
No.
Same experience everyone else?
Nah, everyone. Nah.
No, I was playing around with it, but I feel like I'm too indecisive.
See, that's why I made like 25 pairs. I made 25 pairs.
All I wanted was the one that's like neutral gray, that exact colorway. That's
I
all
might
I
be
wanted.
the only person in Arizona who got a pair of Dunk
right.
ID. I don't know anybody else who got a pair.
Next topic.
And mine are fire.
What did you pick up?
I have to sell them. I'm never gonna wear them.
People are reselling like the 7-Eleven colorways on eBay
I have
and
seen
stuff,
those.
so that's pretty
I've seen a
crazy.
few other colorways too. I don't think anybody really cares about them that much. But the 7-Eleven one, they're selling those.
Can you talk about your employer or nope? All right, just making sure. 'Cause I was gonna say I didn't know if like that was they were allowing stuff like that to come in or no. Nope.
Okay.
I saw nothing.
I bought nothing this week.
Nothing?
I don't think. I mean, like I said, the stuff I did buy, I said like 2 weeks ago, and it just...
When did Coasts and all that come out? After the show last week?
Yeah, that was
Dunks?
last week.
We're
Okay.
still waiting our shipment on those. Like
Yeah.
all the dunk
That's what I'm
releases,
talking about, yeah.
like
So I
it's
got-
been delayed.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Coast
So y'all getting all
and
that
then-
then?
Yeah, we're supposed
Oh,
to.
okay. Is it going to be a raffle?
Maybe if you answer.
Oh, you talking about in the store?
Yeah, in the
Yeah,
store.
store.
Did you even say that earlier, by the way?
No, I don't think so.
All right. Well, you could talk about that too if you want. Who you're representing?
I
Besides,
gotta pick a side.
I know. I mean, everybody knows that we talk about Manor on the show all the time. Like, I mean,
It's true.
Manor hats are on our logo.
I was talking about it with Hannah the other day. Like, I don't know if Jeremy did this on purpose, but I think a very good model for boutique stores is Kith. And when I say that, I don't necessarily mean like, because Ronnie Feig immediately had connections to do Adidas collabs and all that kind of shit. But what I'm talking about is your own brand is where you're going to make enough money to keep the business going until you get that Nike account, until you get that Jordan brand account.
Oh, yeah.
And Manor's own merch is so good
Thank you.
that like
It's extremely good.
he hit a home run with that, and I think that like he might say something different if he was asked the question, but in my opinion, I look at it, I'm like, how many businesses have failed because they have maybe good sneakers?
Yeah.
But you can't pay your bills because you don't have anything else that helps you.
Yeah, I
pay
think
your
it's
bills.
important when you're a store, especially a local store, having merch that the community can like resonate
Yeah.
with, you know? Like that's huge.
Like, we've been buying Manor hats and stuff, like, I mean, since day one on it. And we talked about it on the podcast before. It's amazing because when Manor opened up was when the height of Boost. I'm talking, if you didn't have Boost in your store,
Yup.
you wasn't making it. And he didn't have none of that in the store at that time. Like, it was a lot of the, you know,
Clear
weather.
brand,
It was a lot of stuff like that.
Theodora.
Yeah, it was stuff that was like, you go in there like, you know, and like full price, you know.
Well, yeah. See, that's the thing. It's not that stuff's bad. It's that
It's not bad.
It's
It
not
wasn't-
hype, and people don't want to
Yeah.
pay full price for it.
You know, like you go in there
Yeah.
now, like you go in there now and buy some Carhu or some stuff like that because like, oh, because a lot of people that go in there, a lot of sneakerheads now are like so invested in like, we all got Nike, we all got stuff. So like we have no problem. Like right now, I got a pair of Clarks right here. I'm about to open them. I love Clarks. Like Clarks are just phenomenal. But like, you know,
You hate on Volt Ultra Boost, and you wore those Clark Volt, fam. by the way.
a Volt Clark and a Volt Ultra Boost are two different things.
Thank you very much for explaining that to me.
Well, I'm just saying. I didn't. I said I didn't say Volt colorways.
I said you a 1.0. That one that just came out as a 1.0, and you were like, sucks. And then I see you wearing
didn't say
that
suck.
to dinner.
Fam, a Clark Wallaby Volt? How often do you see that? You're never gonna see that often.
That's true. I feel like you don't see that.
You do not see a Volt. Come on, man. Look, I'm about to open this up real quick, okay? If you don't mind, all right? Look, shout out to the homie in the East. I'm not gonna say who it is, but
You gotta do the ASMR with your paper.
you gotta do it. Yeah, right.
Unboxing.
That stuff seems like some type of freak stuff. I don't know about that. Let me see these. Okay. See, the homie got me these in Boston. He used to work for them.
Shoes like that.
Fam, these joints are fire to me. All right, these are some premium materials right here.
I see he got you the last off the
Fam,
line
look at
box.
them, Fam, the box came in an envelope. Huh? You know how FedEx is. FedEx dropped these off last night at 9 o'clock at night.
Oh, this is a second pair of laces. I was like, what is this?
Fam, you know what that is. Fam, these joints are made out of the finest Wagyu beef.
How come they're not Volt?
These
I thought that
cows,
was
they
the- I
use...
thought that was the tongue.
I did too. The cows they use for these only eat grass.
I love the rubber soles on these.
These are fire.
Oh, yeah, they're
bro.
probably super comfortable.
Now, the problem with these I did
Dang,
have
leather insole.
was
Lug
that
out.
they these were very expensive. All right, these were $175. Now, obviously, with the hookup,
175 with the,
the
okay, I'm gonna say
hookup-
175 before or
not
after.
with the, no. So like
Oh,
you know,
alright.
the homie hooked it up, got a discount whatever because he used to be a part of Clark's or whatever. So I was definitely gonna pay for these, but these joints are fire. I like these. My first time looking at them, I think these are cool. These casual. See, you go out, you take your girl out, put these on, go get some ramen, go get some bowl of noodles.
That video today was kind of funny. Anyways, go ahead.
What video?
Video where he was like, man was putting that stuff on for that date, and he was like, don't wear that for that date.
Oh,
And
you
he
talking
put-
about shout out to the
Yeah.
homie John King. That was kind of funny though. But no, these are dope. I like these a lot, man. I forgot
So
what these
you
are
saying
called.
if he would have had those in the video?
Fam, these is fire. They smell good too. I just hate my shoes don't come with paper. I know it came with these little things.
Yeah.
I need paper. Paper takes away the smell and it soaks up all that sweat in your shoe.
That's made out of paper.
Yes, same material. Saying, but the paper is better though. That is a tip. I've said this tip before. Leave your paper in your shoe. It soaks up the sweat and the smell from your shoes.
Have you ever put condensation packets in your shoes?
I have condensation that soaks up moisture out of my closet, in my closet hanging up, and they fill up with water. It sucks the moisture out. My home is built where like I gotta walk through my bathroom to get to our closet. So like the shower, all the steam go in the closet, all the steam come out of there. So like I have these moisture things in my closet hanging up, soaks up all that moisture. Sneakers be fresh. Take out something.
You can close the door. You know that, right?
I do. I close the door too, but it's additional stuff. Don't do that.
Hey, I get where you're coming from.
Yeah, don't do that. George be hating. We got gas. You do? We got gas and you do that
wow.
to me. Any other day, that's a good idea, Greg. Today.
Yes. On record. That's
Shout out to the homie. I love these, man. I got some pants to wear with those. Some
so you
pants,
bought nothing?
I mean, that was it, man. I'm still waiting for stuff to come in.
Oh, that was your pickup. When did you buy that?
Like 2 weeks ago, a week ago.
Oh,
maybe?
You didn't say it on the show.
They were all stuck in Kansas. Yeah, I did. You don't pay no attention.
You're right. especially when Rico and Andy here. Just let y'all talk.
What you got? What you pick up, George?
Coasts and what was a women's silver kids version of that shoe?
What, the silver toe box?
The silver Jordan 1 kids shoe.
Oh, I did get those too.
Of course you did. That's a lot of shoes.
I think I got like 12 shoes, maybe more. I don't know. I don't want to talk about it.
Gotta get rid of some.
Oh, Lord.
I mean, that's not a bad thing. Like,
you ever get rid of shoes?
I do.
Shoes
No, I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Here and there, I don't know, because my foot's so small, because I'm a true 3.5. Like, I'll buy up to a 4.5 if it's cheaper. So selling my size, I feel like it's harder, or it's just like, damn, you're not going to get that again.
Right.
You're saying 3.5 youth or like 5 women's, right?
Yeah.
At least in Nike? Okay, all right.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
That might be a hard sell. I mean, DS pairs probably not, though, like on...
Yeah, I feel like it's not too bad. Or like I'll post things on my story like here and there, but it's not like the good stuff. It's just like, oh, here's the free runs. Here's a pair of Vans.
You one of them people used to always do that. They be showing these fire collections. And they be like, yo, sell later. I mean, all these.
Oh yeah, that's what Instagram is based on. Show all them shoes and they're gone the next day.
Sell them unions.
So how many shoes in your collection then? Since you say you buy a new one, sell one, or something like that sometimes.
Yeah, I feel like you do that more than I do.
No. I want to say I roughly have like, what, 40?
No, 40?
Yeah.
Last time I counted
you have a whole room full of shoes. So I wouldn't even say anything.
This is the place to say that.
Yeah.
Only 40?
No, last time I counted your shoes is before I redid the room. You had like 60 something, but now you have more.
No, I don't.
I think he's got like at least like 65, 70.
So that's a good rotation.
Yeah, he's got a lot of good stuff.
Don't do that because you've been on here talking about you love boxes. I've been saying this for years. We should have between 80 and 100 good ones.
Right. But I do like the way they look in the closet.
So don't do that then.
Yeah, but you know what the issue is that like every time I go somewhere, I actually like, let's go somewhere. I put some shoes on. I pick my clothes first. I don't know about you guys. You guys post a lot of clothes and stuff like that.
I pick shoes first.
Really?
Yeah.
I pick my clothes first.
I can't pick shoes first. I pick my clothes first. Then I gotta look at all the shoes, but I don't have clear boxes and stuff. So I gotta use my memory. I gotta read it. I'll be like, what's that black?
You need that app, man.
I be reading stuff. I be like going through it. I'm like, and then I always pick out something to wear. And then when I come home, I look at something I'm like, dang, I should have worn that one. Like I forget what I have. But I do like the way boxes look in the closet. I mean, like,
You need that app.
I mean, got way too many sneakers. Like, I mean, I got rid of some recently, but like, I mean, I'm definitely past what, I don't know. How many you got? About 500?
No idea.
Oh.
You got
You got more than me. So
I have more than I should have. Let's just put it that way.
you got about
Way more than I should. Fam, but I'm not counting Vans and all that kind of stuff.
Why you don't count Vans?
Of like actual like shoes that go in shoe boxes and stuff, maybe 200. I'm not counting Vans and stuff hanging on the wall and all that kind of stuff. No.
Well, I ain't say count your beaters. Like I ain't say.
Yeah,
like that.
I'm not counting that.
Well,
Like,
I don't
if
have
I
any
have,
beaters
like-
anymore, dude. That's a problem. Like I try to make beaters now. Like I'm like, oh, let's make these into beaters, and then I make them into beaters,
Well,
and I
you
can
used to
heat
sell
it.
stuff for like $40 in the Facebook
You're right.
group.
So I was talking to Charles about the other day. Sold him Kobe 6 City of Angels
yeah. No,
for like
Rice, I
$40.
think.
Dang.
No, not Rice. I sold Rice to Brandon Robinson for like $35. Actually, he gave me he gave me not cool gray 3s, but whatever it was, another gray 3. I forgot what it was called.
Stealth 3s?
Stealth 3s. He gave me stealth 3s and something for Rice, and I gave him those for like I think $85, $65 or something. Weird. Actually, I gave Rice the simples.
Matter of
I
fact,
have no idea. What's up?
that I don't know. Talking about Kobe for some reason just made me think of Tiger Woods. We had like a flashback today, thinking that same thing happened.
Oh,
I don't know if you want to talk about that later, but it was a weird day.
That wasn't weird. I mean,
It's kind of weird for Kobe to pass, and then they're like speculation on Tiger is no one knows his condition. It's kind of weird, especially after we did like top 10 GOATs last week, 2 weeks ago.
I mean, first thing everybody messaged me like, "Yo, Tiger."
Got in a car accident.
Yeah, he got into a car accident, but like nothing ever sounded grave. So I was like, oh,
They using Jaws of Life. That's why I said that.
They said it wasn't even
Jaws
true.
of Life is stupid.
They said like that wasn't even true. The police like they didn't use the jaws of life.
Well, if it was true, the roof or door or something would have been missing. None of that was missing. They probably pulled him out the front windshield.
They said that he was talking and like, yeah, man,
I sent you that.
both my legs broke and they took him home. Or I don't know. He said, yo, I'm good. He said, just get me out of here.
He just wanted like this.
It was messed up though because they was like everybody was like, dang, he was driving the Hyundai Genesis truck. I was like, man, that's messed up.
Yeah,
no, like
tournament.
That's messed up. No, like don't put that on them. Like we don't know what he was doing. He might have like tried to dodge a squirrel.
Sent me that. Somebody was the first person to send me that picture and was like, he was driving the tournament car.
Yeah, it had like that was Aston Martin at first. I saw that
sue
logo.
him. I don't know why you doing that. Isn't he sponsored by Buick?
Who knows? Man, he's rich. Who doesn't matter?
Fam, they could do a new ad with don't drive a Hyundai, drive a Buick.
Don't do that.
No?
I'm trying to get a Honda sponsorship with a podcast. No, I'm joking. You got anything else? That was it?
Just those two. I think lots of sports cards. Way too many sports cards. Don't worry, I'm not posting a video opening stuff.
You might as well.
Why?
What's
I'll
the
tune
point?
in.
Yeah, like I don't understand. Like if you're gonna
How
get
do you
into
even
this,
do that? Like, do people attach a camera to their neck? Like,
I feel like Don has a setup too where he just puts his phone right here.
Oh, is that
gets
what
his
it is?
stance and
Yeah,
just,
you
know,
can
just
do
open
that.
up.
or you can just buy a tripod. Like they have little tripods you put, and you
and
just.
where are you gonna put it? Like in front of yourself, like this, and then you open the cards. What are you talking about?
Yeah, why
Yes,
not?
that's how it works. You put a tripod right here, and you aim your phone down, and you say, "Hey, gang, look at my
That's
hands."
from the side.
Just make sure you get
I mean,
some
you do
gloves
have wide
and
angle
over-
lens on your phone too. I feel like you can use that.
Yeah,
That'd be
you
pretty
got the
fire.
fancy iPhone. You got 3 cameras.
Fam, the pictures
Yeah.
that I've taken to put
me.
those cards up on eBay are flawless pictures. Somebody should sponsor me for camera.
Then why don't you send some pictures so we can post on the podcast page? Why don't you post what you wearing today? You don't ever post like what you rocking today, nothing.
Send you
I feel like you
pictures.
guys should post on there more.
We should,
I
but
send
we're
you
lazy.
Pictures enough. It's COVID. I'm not doing
No,
anything.
your
could
wife sends me
grow
pictures of you.
your
You don't
Instagram
send me
account.
nothing.
Yeah, but that's different. That's like a sneaky picture. Like, I didn't know that was happening. I'm standing there waiting for my luggage.
It's a good picture though.
From rare dead stock to the latest release, you can find the exact sneaker you're looking for on eBay. As the original sneaker marketplace, and that's a fact, eBay is the place to go to cop the pair you've been eyeing. And with eBay's authenticity guarantee, a team of independent professional authenticators perform a rigorous inspection of the sneakers you purchase before they're sent to you, so you can shop confidently knowing your pair is the real deal. And for the sneaker sellers out there, eBay has eliminated selling fees on sneakers of $100 or more, making it free to sell or flip your collection. With other sites taking as much as 25%, Flight Club, you're going to have a lot of extra money left for more sneakers. Check out ebay.com/sneakers today. Whether rare, dead stock, or latest release, find the exact shoe you're looking for on eBay. With eBay's what is this? Read it again. With eBay's authenticity guarantee, your sneakers are meticulously inspected by independent professional
Authentication.
authenticators. Oh, wait, what is going on here?
I have that same
You want to
script.
start over, big?
A team of experienced sneaker authenticators verify the box, logo, stitching, and dozens of other inspection points. Each sneaker also receives an authenticity guarantee tag that includes a digital stamp of authenticity and is customized with the sneaker's details. It's a good idea. Authenticity guarantee also protects sellers with a verified return process. It's free to sell sneakers of $100 plus on eBay. And thanks to eBay's authenticity guarantee, verified returns make the whole transaction worry-free. With other sites taking as much as 25%, you're going to have a lot of extra money left for, Greg?
For more sneakers,
More
B.
sneakers! And more sports cards, which you can also get on eBay.
Shout out to eBay. ebay.com/sneakers.
I ordered something from eBay last night that got shipped this morning. Wasn't a sneaker, but.
Okay. What comes out this week? A lot of overseas stuff. Like I can never tell like what's coming out this week unless it's on.
You should be copping this shoe that I'm gonna say first, even though you probably didn't put the picture in, so you're gonna get mad at me that I said it. LeBron 7 Dodgers. You
Of
copped
course
it?
I did. First of all, it was supposed to come out today, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Was that
But they
today?
released some other shoe.
Yeah, they released the 18 today. It was
Yeah.
supposed to come out today, and they released the
Yeah, the-
18. I don't know what it was, like a
Well, no, like
leopard
the
print. I don't know what it was on it.
like the LeBron thing
Watch.
happened today. LeBron watch, yeah.
But the Dodger one was supposed to be for today.
Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't on sneakers because I've checked sneakers all the time to see what
Well,
was it supposed to come out at.
LeBron watches don't ever be like on
No,
sneakers.
the Dodgers one I'm talking about.
Well, it was supposed to be on sneakers. It didn't come out at all.
Oh,
It was supposed to. Everybody's waiting for it today,
Which
and he
one
wore it in the game last night. So everybody's like, "Oh yeah, we're definitely waiting for it." And then he dropped an 18 low today.
Oh, I didn't see any of
But
that.
it's supposed to be like a special one, I guess. I don't know what it is. But
Yeah, I can't even find it
were
anymore.
you planning on buying those?
Dodgers one, honestly, I mean, I do like the colorway. Obviously, other than it just being a Dodgers,
Right.
but I
That
don't
would be
really rock LeBrons like that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, I do like the old ones, the South Beaches and stuff like that. I do have the
Media Day.
Yeah, the media days, because
okay.
those remind me of the Kobe Yin Yang. So that's the
Right.
closest that I'm gonna get to that. So. But yeah, I mean, it's a nice shoe for whoever's like a Dodger fan and actually wears LeBrons.
I mean, that was the only reason why I was gonna consider it was just strictly for Dodgers. I mean, being a Dodgers fan, I was
Well,
like,
you
well,
like LeBron 7s. I mean,
I like the LeBron 7s. I don't know any LeBron 7s I have now. Like, I'm just way too short for them shoes. Them joints is like,
Look, they give you like an extra inch.
no, they don't. Yeah, they come up my legs. I'm like, oh, boots, man. I can't even bend my knees.
You can wear them with shorts.
I tried. I
Yeah,
wore
they're
LeBron Christmas
weird.
to Home Depot, and I was like, this don't feel right.
Super long socks.
I'll just stick to the Los Angeles Cortezes. I'm a huge fan. I'm a
When
huge
is the
fan of
other
those.
Los Angeles Cortez coming out?
Those are
Right,
fire.
We've been waiting
So
on
I
those.
bought them. I bought them from what WSS? What's it called?
What? They had those?
So I bought them on there. They had dropped them.
That store that's like right here?
Yeah.
It wasn't. I didn't buy them locally, but they had dropped them online. Middle of last year, or end of last year. So I was like, oh, I bought them.
Wait,
and I bought
are we
them
talking
again.
about the blue ones or the ones that
The
just
white
came out
ones
with
that
the...
got Los Angeles on the side.
Yeah.
So then I bought them, and then they canceled my order. They were like, "Oh, sorry, we didn't mean to sell
Oh,
these."
Nike
already.
Nike probably made them.
Well, I mean, that was in like probably September. So I thought like, okay, well they canceled in September. Maybe they'll drop
Again,
October,
yeah.
November, December.
Yeah, like a
they
following
just don't
month.
exist anymore. Like I haven't seen them anywhere. I haven't even found like a pair. Like I looked on eBay. I looked everywhere to see like, oh, maybe they did drop somewhere. Nobody has them.
Yeah, we can't find them.
I mean, I still got 2 of the blue Los Angeles ones and the pair of the black ones.
Those are fire.
So I'm good. I love those, man.
Yeah.
I wish I had more of those. Those are such a good shoe.
Fire.
You should have bought them.
I can't do Cortez.
What else come
I'm
out?
being honest. Same. I don't wear Air Force Ones either. Don't look at me like that. Everyone who comes to the show looks at me like that. I think, except like what, one person? Who's the one who agrees with me? Andy? Somebody agrees
I
with me.
agree with you to a certain extent,
No,
but
you think they're fire. You just can't wear them. That's
Yeah.
different. I think they're not wearable.
see, I think you can wear them. You're taller and a bigger guy.
No,
I'm way too
LeBron
short
can
for
wear them. He's 6'8". That's the only person who can wear Air Force Ones is 6'8" or bigger.
Okay, that's literally like a small.
Unless you got
I mean,
those
but
size
they look
feet.
good
Yeah,
my
yeah.
size.
Small.
Unless you got that size feet right there.
I like Air Force Ones. I like the way they look. I appreciate Air
I
Force
think
Ones.
every shoe in size 4, 3 or whatever.
Yeah, they all look good.
Yeah, you can't
They
have
all
a
look
bad
good.
shoe in size
I
4.
appreciate Air Force Ones a lot more now than I did back then. Back in the day when I was buying them, it was like to get the craziest colors of them. Like I remember buying the Brazils and all these like inside
That's
outs
true.
and the bees, Savage Bees, I had all these crazy ones. And then once you like, I don't want to say like you got to college and hit a certain age, you're like, all my shoes purple and patent leather and like you're like. You know, you just feel it, and then you like get rid of all of them. And then I was like, okay, I'm done with that. And then I realized everything started getting minimal. I can't wear Air Force Ones. They were so big on me, and our clothes were so big. Our jerseys, we had throwbacks were to our knees, so we looked like crazy. We looked like Funko dolls. Like that's how we looked.
I mean, you couldn't see the shoes back then, so.
I mean, yeah, but that was probably the best time to actually
see
wear
the
Air
toe
Force
box,
Ones.
that's it.
Used to wear like anchor blue, huge, like beyond baggies.
Blue, South Pole.
Used to have
Red
man.
monkey jeans.
Yeah, it has some Johnny Blaze on.
You probably buying baggies again, huh?
I am. And they back.
They ain't baggies ain't back.
Baggies
Straights
are back.
okay.
No.
Baggies ain't back.
Baggies back.
No, they're not.
All right.
I mean, you got like snowboarding pants, so
They ain't that big. I got some of those too.
Boot cut jeans.
You got boot cuts coming back too.
Yeah, Baggy jeans are back.
Baggy
Not
jeans
in
are back.
Arizona, because we're behind.
Yeah, they're
but
coming.
East Coast,
Oh, that's
West
a
Coast.
fact. We
They're
definitely behind.
coming.
We're like an entire year behind.
Nah, we not.
Yeah,
It's like 3 years.
Like certain people aren't behind. The state as a whole is behind. But
Yeah.
boot cuts like this.
but anyone who lives here who's not behind is from New York City or L.A. or San Francisco or something like that,
I
or
was-
Miami or.
If I had all my True Religion boot cuts, that might be one of them right now. With the white thread, and big horseshoes on the butt.
The
You
back
had
of your
the
pants
rhinestones?
and be dragging
I
on the
had
ground.
all be used to be in a club, like
Buckle jeans.
sagging, had an Ed Hardy on, Christian Audigier shirt,
Love it.
had a chain,
Bigger
had a chain,
pants
skull
than
buckle.
jeggings are coming back. Baggies are not coming back.
All right, well, we'll see.
Yes.
I remember you was
You
against
was snowboarding pants.
skinny jeans, and you was against them, and then you was
Nah.
like, yeah, you what?
No, hold on. What I'm against, or what I was against back then, is like when those cats were doing those like drop crotch pants, where it's like,
Oh, the
You was
MC Hammer
against
pants.
too.
yeah, but like
Look
the
like something
leg
dumb
is like
up.
tights though.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
it's still tight, right?
yeah,
Freaking kangaroo
that no,
pouch or
and
something.
and I'm glad it never caught on. And then joggers too, like unless it's sweats. I didn't buy any twill or whatever.
Oh
joggers,
yeah, me
none.
neither. They weren't joggers because they were like baggy still. Like if the cinch didn't really grab your ankle, they made joggers. to
Damn,
me.
you hate what's that cuff? What's that cuff you hate that we always used to talk about? You could have just done that.
A French cuff? I have no
Right.
idea what you're talking about.
When you cuff your jeans, like
Oh.
you always talk about how you hated that.
What's it called when you cuff your pin roll?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't do that.
You hate that.
Hey,
See,
did you
but
guys ever put rubber
Oh, I was
bands
about to say
on the
that.
bottom of your
Yeah, I used to do that. I used to always
A1.
do that.
I think
Circulation
growing
used
up
to be
in
weird.
LA where like Vans are a big part of the culture, you almost had to like wear that, like either rubber bands or a tighter cuff pant or whatever, because if not, the pants would be everywhere, all over top of the bands. You know what I mean? Like,
I used to love that. That was the best.
I'll cover the whole shoe.
Cover your whole shoe. That was
Man,
the
what's
style.
wrong with
huh?
you?
Covering your whole shoe was the style back then.
what
Hey,
is
it's a
wrong with
style
you?
now.
Low
Man,
key.
we
It
used to
is.
do everything. We lived in the Bay Area. Oh my God! I remember Willis wore his pager on the back of his Chuck Taylors.
Sheesh.
Had them all going ham. B.
You know what else was cool back then? Sports cards. Watch his face.
Okay, settle down.
He only liked to reminisce about certain things.
Sports cars. We really thought we were stock investors. We were like, ooh. look
We
at
should have
this.
been. That's the thing. We'd have kept until today. We'd be rich.
Yeah, you sound like that person. I was like, man, imagine if I sold a
I
saved
have
$1
like
every
some
day.
Babe Ruth and like
Man,
Sammy
I
Sosa.
just-
A
cards.
Babe Ruth card?
Yes.
You might want to sell it to Rico.
Is he my idol?
Yeah, he loves Babe Ruth.
Let me see.
What else come out,
He
George?
does love Babe Ruth. LeBron 18, low
Look at
neon
that.
lights.
It's a gold one.
That might actually be worth some money. I don't know. I know nothing about it.
Yeah, let's go through my cards today.
I'm still trying to learn what the hell's going on with all these sports cards.
Don't
'cause I
learn, man.
understand
Just leave it alone. Don't even bother with it, man.
Women's dunk high football gray. I don't know why there's two different gray name shoes coming out, but okay.
Those are the ones that like sort of the same color as the natural
it
gray
looks
ones,
like
right?
light blue to
Kind
me.
of. If there's like a purple,
bluish
blue
gray, or that,
undertint.
Oh, okay.
And then the other one is vast gray. That's the men's shoe in the GS,
What's that one look like?
which is gray.
Oh.
It's like the reverse of.
Oh, did they call it like football gray at first?
No, that's
Yeah,
the women's
Oh,
shoe.
that's the women one?
No.
Oh, okay.
The Vapor Max EVO NRG.
Y'all like those?
You comment?
I haven't even seen those.
It's
think
the
they're
ones
Dave's
that got
watch.
like, they're on the sneakers out.
Oh,
Yeah.
ooh, you have
I
a
couldn't
pass.
do that.
I like them, but the shoe, the model of the shoe, I just don't really care about. Jim Malloy sent me a picture of
You're
them.
just saying that because you can't drive if you were.
And the bottom, well, they switched up the Vapor Max. It's not the same pattern as Vapor Max. It's now like thingy.
He sent you a picture because he has them in hand already?
Yeah, he sent me a picture wearing them. Them joints glow in the dark. They do everything.
Oh, do they really?
They do everything above.
That's all of the above.
It looks like it got some Air Max 90 in there too.
Yeah, it got all the mix of like, it's called Collector's Closet. So it's got like the tiger on one side. it
Oh, yeah,
got
have you seen the
blue.
box?
Yeah, the box.
The box is fire.
It's like a mix of every single Air Max box or something like that. You should watch the podcast. I put the box
is
on the video.
fire. No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
I saw it on sneakers today.
No.
First time in my life.
You should watch the podcast one day. You'd enjoy it.
Coming here is enough. Air Force One with the rose on the bottom. This says "Thank you, plastic bag." I don't know if
I
that's
think
really
I've
the
seen
name.
that.
There's a pink one and a white one,
Yep.
and someone already released today. What's the store in Canada?
Nike Canada.
Nope.
Is it? No, it's not Sneaker Foot Co. What is it?
Sneakers and stuff. No.
Is that Canada?
No.
I mean, they're everywhere. But no, not that one. No, probably think of it later.
Just that one store, you know?
Yes, that only one store.
One.
This is the women's week, apparently, because the women's Dunk Low comes out this week, too. College Navy.
Isn't it like women?
But that
College
overseas
Navy's a
though.
fire, though.
I think these dunks are overseas. That College Navy isn't on sneakers yet, I don't think.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it is?
I'm pretty sure.
That College Navy is all right, man.
I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's on there.
That's the one with the translucent bottom, right?
Yeah, that one's all right.
Yeah, I know a bunch of releases have got pushed back.
I like them.
MA2, Jordan MA2, Future Beginnings.
I'm copping that.
You changed your mind. You said
I'm
I'm
trying. I'm
dying,
a copy
but
to see
I'm
what it looks like in hand. Fam, that Jordan MA2 is fire
You
to
changed.
me.
Is that the one that's like tan with like that?
Yeah, they got a women's one
Yeah.
too.
Okay.
It's like
a men's.
pink.
Yeah, I'm not mad at those.
Them is all right. A lot of people like those. Them gonna sell out. Everybody's gonna get them to see what they look like in hand. I know that. I'm gonna get them to see what they look like in hand. If them joints is fire, I might keep them. I might not.
Might.
I don't know.
Might.
Those are decisions.
Kyrie 7, Chinese New Year.
Nope.
Ralph Sampson, Puma back.
Nope.
Nah.
I like
Although
that
I do
one
like
a lot.
those. I do
I
love
do
Ralph
like that.
Sampsons, though.
Yeah,
I
that
do
model's
love
pretty
those.
tight.
That model's
That
fire.
model's a fire classic model. Even the highs with the Velcro straps, I've always loved those.
Toon Max Celery.
Oh, that's
that on
the
the
OG one.
picture?
That comes out overseas though only. You know what those I look at? Those Toon Max Celeries? I look at those as like Gundam Air Max 98s, where it's like you pass on them and then you be like, dang, I should have got those.
Yeah, those are fire.
They're nice, but there's already retros we've seen pictures of. Now, I mean, they're probably not coming out for like 8 months, but there's other better Nike runner retros coming out. So like,
I
just
don't.
wait for that.
Oh, these ones are pretty fire.
No, I said they're fire,
Oh.
but there's better ones that were coming out later this
I
year.
do not like Air Max 98s whatsoever.
Yes,
They're
you
too
do.
wide. You like 98s?
I like all Air Max models.
Oh, you can't like all of them.
I do. I have a pair of 98s. I have the
La Mezcla.
Yeah, the La Mezcla is the ones that she did. The girl did in New York. She got to do that.
Oh, they're like kind of lightish, grayish.
Yeah, and like has like
Yeah.
cement prints.
Yeah.
And, like those are pretty cool. There's like a woman's red colorway that's dope.
Like there's some good colorways in them, but I think Gundam is the only one I would really move for.
Yeah.
We had those orange ones. We had Chinese New Year. Chinese New ones are super duper
I
nice,
didn't have those.
but
You
they
did.
are.
Yeah, those are nice.
But they're like on foot, like oof, tacky.
Oh, the other shoe you want's coming out too, Cosmic Unity.
That basketball one.
Oh, now you changed again. Look at you, little John Kerry flip flopper.
I want them, but
No, you don't.
you gotta make wise decisions.
On to the next City Pack Air Maxes, bunch of different colors,
The LA
different
one?
cities, LA, NYC, Atlanta.
What are they doing
don't
for
think
those
I've
this
seen
year?
So the LA is
Chicago,
Air
too.
Max 97. It's all orange.
Oh, okay. I usually like the city
mad
packs
at
that they
it.
do,
Yeah.
but
I need to know why they chose that color for LA. Like what's the
like why orange?
Yeah, and then I think the yellow taxi is yellow, but I think it's supposed to be. I mean, the New York one's yellow. I think it's supposed to be for taxis or something. I just don't
know
understand
why,
that
but
one.
It is yellow, yeah. And
Maybe
Chicago's
that's
all
like-
red.
Yeah, I mean, I just Bulls maybe.
And the shoe of the week, Jordan 4
What?
Oh, I know.
Taupe Haze.
Why not this week?
Yeah, because you got it already, probably.
That's not this week.
No,
Taupe
they're
Haze it is,
coming.
February
Overseas.
27th.
I thought they got pushed to March.
They're the 27th, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
27.
Damn,
Those
are you
look
okay?
so good.
You don't like those?
No, I do. Yeah, they're fire.
Really?
You don't like those?
Like the box and everything looks
Fire,
dope.
yes.
Yeah.
Unreal fire.
I'm gonna tell you, I watched the homie James do a review on them today, and he was like, he did not like the cracked leather. Like he said, it's cracked. Like I don't really care for that much.
Probably
Crack
resell
on,
though.
Huh?
I'd probably resell them though.
Yeah,
I'm keeping it.
maybe.
I'm
Oh, so
wearing
you
it
wouldn't
and
keep it? You don't think
Nah,
they're keepers?
nah. I'd probably resell
keep
them.
'em.
No, it's,
I'm a
You
keeper.
keep everything. He's been dying for him.
it's a real
since
hype shoe. So
last year.
Damn,
Yeah,
I put
I'm
my
with
bid in
you.
like 6 months ago.
So you haven't got him yet, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, he sent me a DM that was like Nike's having, I mean, basically probably because of the weather. He was like, the rep is scrambling, but
Oh, so you didn't get early access?
I
Well,
did
he
not.
has.
I was angry
He
about
already
that.
has his.
I was mad too.
I was angry. I was like, fam, really? Like, y'all gave me early access to like the white
Neutral green.
ones that you were
Yeah.
talking about, and then on the other women's account I have. I got those silver toe Jordan 1s. Like, you can't give me the 4s. Come on, man. That's all I want.
They gave you 2 Jordan 1s and you like.
Hey, you know how those ads start popping up on your phone? Like you're talking about water, you get water ads. You go to talk to
I
sneakers,
got
like, hey,
2
give me
access to Jordan 1s.
I click
Right?
every button on sneakers. Snickers too.
I don't. I refuse.
350 ash blue.
What is that?
Hey,
Like, no,
hell
Yeezys. No.
You don't buy any Yeezys?
No.
Easy.
You don't like them? Oh.
No, I do like them. I mean, the only ones I really like are like the Wave Runners and the OG 350s and stuff.
Somebody has sent
still need the
somebody
other
has sent a suggestion to the website
Restock,
asking
yeah.
us, do we think Wave Runners aged well?
Yeah.
He said maybe it's too early.
The
to
shoe
tell.
model did.
Nah,
No, that's
a good
wrong.
look.
Yeah, I feel like it's still a little early. Like they're still holding on strong.
Man,
like,
they made a yellow one that looks exactly like the other one, except it's yellow, and
Yeah,
it
that was a
flew.
little
Now, there
weird.
wasn't many pairs, but
like
flew.
high resale value on that one
Yes.
too. It's crazy.
yeah.
I mean, he asked. I think it's way too early to tell. I mean, the problem with the Wave Runner is that like the first color
Well,
is the
what's
best, and
the
the rest are always, like,
determination? Do we think
dark
it needs to
grays
go
and
into like
blacks.
the Hall of
Yeah.
Fame? It's too early
Yeah.
for that, but it's not too early to say it's still fire 3 years, 4 years later, or whatever.
I think out of like all the Yeezys, it's the one. I mean, I haven't bought Yeezys in what 2 years now, a year, whatever. So like, I mean, there's one I would really want. It's a Wave Runner.
You would have bought the yellow one.
I tried for the yellow one. I tried everywhere for the yellow one.
Ready-made blazer mid black and white pair with the dumbest swoosh I've ever seen in my entire life. But I like crazy swooshes, so I'm not mad.
Yeah, I like those.
I like the black ones. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
To keep?
The orange, to flip.
Question.
Um,
I feel like they're all right. It's not my favorite.
I think everybody is like really on the fence about them. I don't think they're bad. I love the swoosh thing, like
yeah.
you know, and I hate that it's on maybe a blazer first. It just doesn't look like a blazer to me. I get that that's like the
Hey, what's the bottom, anyways? Is that supposed to be Zoom or not Zoom?
trash or something.
Oh, I thought it was like the cushion.
Oh,
That
What's that
recycle material or
foam
something.
cushion?
is it?
I think so.
They
Oh.
put on the Crater Air Force.
Yeah, on the craters. and
Yeah, that's
stuff.
what it looks like that recycle thing. But
'Cause
I
I
don't
think
know
it's
nothing
on the
about
ankle
ready-made.
collar.
Oh,
too,
okay, I
and
thought it was
Oh.
React or something, but yeah, you could be right.
Like I feel like they'll look good in my size.
Yeah, I think
every
big
shoe in this
size
phone
is-
would.
Yeah.
Everything looks good. In
Right
there.
here, look, GS. There you go.
Yeah. You know what though? Sometimes like
No,
shoes
everything.
don't look that
Oh
good.
no, yeah.
No,
Well, that's different though.
that's.
But Jordan
It
Brand changed
depends.
that with the fours
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
they used to make the fours that didn't have this right here,
Yeah.
and now
we wouldn't
they
get
started
that.
doing it. Yeah.
See, they started putting more detail in the shoe, which is why there's so much money now. Which is why I have a hard time buying my kids those, because it's like I bought them the up tempos, the Pippins, the Air on the side, 8 in the back, the Olympic ones. His size, them joints almost made me go rebuy them. I was like, them joints look fire. Fam, them joints look fire. And that little size, that little
Yeah,
Air on his little
exactly.
body,
You-
them joints look fire.
You think them?
But on me,
you think the LeBron
oh
7s are
my
big?
God. I mean, I have the OG Jawan Howard versions of them with the all white with the turquoise air bubbles in those. And
What's
them
the
joints
other?
is
What's
trash.
the? Is it the Pippin 2? Is the white one like with the lines throughout?
Oh, the squiggly lines, yeah, up tempo
Fam,
Pippin.
That
Tempo,
joint
yeah.
is as big as my house. I'm surprised it fits in the house.
Them joints are fire too.
Gigantic.
But all the up tempos, like
They are
the
fire
retro
in
and the up-tempos now,
1997.
all these retros are coming out, these up tempos, and you look at them and you feel like, dang, I want to get those, but like, you know, you're not gonna wear those. Like I just basketball shoes to wear now. Like I'm really trying to now because like bigger pants are back. Like they're a little bit
There you
back.
go. That's the
So it
women's
makes
Atlanta.
it easier to wear, you
Yeah, I'm a
know, a
pass.
LeBron if you wanted to with like a little bit of bigger pants. That was the issue. We weren't trying to wear skinny jeans with LeBron 8s. All
Yeah,
right?
that would look weird.
I'm not,
Ridiculous.
you're not buying baggies, so it doesn't matter.
I came here wearing baggy pants. That's why I started wearing my Syracuse Dunk. Not today. I came here wearing my Syracuse Dunk with baggy olive pants. I cannot stand the leather dunks. I don't like them, but the baggy pants, it covers enough. Skinny pants on the new sportswear dunks, it looks crazy. I feel like I mean, I'm already little, but I'm like a child. Like, I'm like, this is crazy.
It looks weird.
What kind of baggy pants are you talking about?
Like ripstop olive pants, like
Oh, yeah,
baggy.
that's-
I'm not wearing like Jinko jeans. I'm talking about like
Some
They're baggy.
car-
They're pretty
cargos or something.
yeah, like that. Like they're baggy. Like I'm talking like it's like pretty scrunched at the bottom.
Snowboarding pants. The-
Basic. I mean,
the
I'm not gonna lie to you.
The last shoe of the week is Clot Air Max 1. Which I know
Fire.
you want.
Yes. Yeah, yes.
He hates them.
A clear toe box, man.
Will you stop with that clear toe box? A clear entire shoe? All right. But you know what? That shoe right now, back in the day, clear stuff was a little ridiculous.
What color socks you wearing?
That's why it's on fire.
What color socks you wearing?
That's why it's fire. Anything I want now. Back in the day when clear shoes first came out, wasn't none of us had fire socks and tie-dye socks and all that
some
stuff
people
now?
didn't even wear socks.
You can't go to the store with no socks.
Fam, what's up, man?
That's what you like to do.
I did that one time
Okay,
with Clyde.
I
wore
just
those barefoot
hope that
one
those
time.
come in my size this time, because last time they didn't.
Well, what do you wear 3.5? It came in 4 on the raffle. The raffle might be over, but it's is it Clot
There
store?
was a raffle.
What's that? It was called a
Juice store, maybe?
Juice store.
That's their American, or their...
Yeah, that's why I'll usually go for a 4.
Yeah, see, you got 1 hour to sign up.
All
Download the app.
All
those
the
are fire.
Air Max 1s they could have made, and they let Clot make an invisible toe box shoe.
Oh my gosh, they did that. What year did this come out? 2000?
Like 2003,
2003,
probably.
4.
Damn, these joints are undeniable fire, and they are perfect for today. Everybody actually takes time and spends money on socks now. People
That
didn't
is
used
true.
to. They don't because you specifically only wear
2006.
specific stance socks. You
Yeah,
spend more
yeah,
money on
white.
socks than anybody.
Fam, I bought those one shoes and only wore white socks, and you were like, the entire point is to wear colored socks. Why are you boring?
Yeah, because you bought a clear shoe and wore a white sock. I was
They're
like,
not clear. That's
what
the
was it?
difference.
What shoe was it?
They're a little transparent. They're not clear.
What shoe was it?
Look at that toe box. What's up, fam?
Look, you can
Y'all
see my
good?
toes wiggling in
Y'all,
there.
y'all good?
Let me see.
Y'all good?
Oh
I'm
my
still wearing
gosh.
it.
Yeah.
You
They're
get some
fire.
Y'all good?
I appreciate those.
dark green socks. Ooh.
Just wear your own Air Max, fam.
I'm saving socks.
Like, yeah,
Just
but
wear your
I'll
own.
still wear them.
Yeah,
I'm-
we're big sock buyers. Like, we like colored
Nah,
socks.
those are
So
fire.
those are dope.
I'm undesing socks. All right, for this drop, 4 to size 13.
Oh,
It's in Hong Kong.
wildin'
So
today.
Damn.
the price, I paid that Hong Kong price because they charged me, I guess, for the raffle. I mean, the Hong Kong.
Yeah,
price.
they run it on your card, and then if you lose, they reverse it.
Damn.
That's not fair.
I mean, you guys got an
That's
hour
like
to do
false
it. Y'all want
Gotta
the
hit up Jay.
app is called Juice.
Shanghai Soul.
oh.
Shoot, I
I'm trying to
thought
get him
about
to
it.
send me what's the one that's Tom Sachs? The one you got, Tom Sachs color?
Yeah,
He said it didn't come
the,
out yet, but I said if
overbreak.
it sits, because the one you got sitting there.
Oh yeah, those look great.
Yeah, they're sitting there.
Yeah, I need that Tom Sachs
Wait,
one.
was you sitting there?
The overbreaks.
The one with
they're,
that
like a
crazy rubber
yeah.
bottom or whatever. You've
Oh,
seen it.
I
You
know
work
what
in a
you-
shoe store.
I know what
You've
you're
seen
talking
it.
about. Yeah, it's like a newer model. It has like that weird.
Yeah. I like them on foot and hand. I was like, what is this? But I put them on foot. I was sitting on the bed. put
They
my
look
foot.
comfy.
Them joints is for old comfy. I don't know about that, but them joints are rough. Them joints feel like when you like spilled paint on it. Like it's so rough. Like it's
Oh,
been,
the exterior.
yeah, the exterior is like I'm talking rough, like construction boot, like rough. But on foot, oh my god, the jeans laid on them just right. They was a little bit baggy.
Hey,
a
did
little
they
bit
cover the
skinny.
shoe?
A little bit baggy, a little bit. She's such a hater.
I'm about to look pictures up right now. If you don't stop, I'm about to put this on camera too.
Let me tell you something. The Clot Air Max, whatever, is absolute fire, and it's a must-have.
Yes,
okay?
I'm waiting for them to bring back the Kiss of Death 2, right?
Baggy, look at those
What's the
baggy
Kiss of
pants.
Death too?
Or the,
Like,
the gray pair?
what's up, man?
There's a gray pair? Oh, the gray pair.
Yeah,
there's
that
a
was
gray
out
pair.
too? Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Look at
I
those
need them
extreme
too.
beyond baggy pants he got. Like, fam, what you talking about? Bet you ain't buying baggy pants?
Those are still kind of.
Fam, I'm wearing wallabies. Why would I wear baggy pants with that?
Look at those. Them ain't baggies.
Why would I wear baggy pants with wallabies?
You ain't buying baggy pants, so you
You
wearing those.
you could just cuff them up.
It's too much cuff. I'm too. Man, look, I'm short. You gotta proportion yourself
You're not much
correctly.
taller than I am.
Yeah, but see, like one thing about me is that I'm short, but I'm proportioned well. Like my legs aren't too long, my body ain't too short. I'm just right. I'm just short. So you
I
gotta
don't
do
know
your
what
pants
that-
right, your shirt right. Like this is a small. If I get a medium, it would be too wide. If I get a large, it may fit better up here, but then it's too long. Like so, you gotta do it right. So a small, sleeves a little short, perfect. Look at that. Cozy. You gotta understand.
We gotta get you a tailor.
You see, that's one thing I hate. Like in clothes, you guys are super duper into clothes. I noticed when things started changing in clothes, when they started making extra small in men's. They had never did extra small in men
That's
t-shirts and
true.
stuff, and I was like, oh great, because I had a hard time between a medium and a large. A large would be too long but fit perfect up here. A medium would fit super tight up here but be perfect length. Then when they started doing extra small, I was like, thank God, because a small would fit perfect then. They made a small a little bit bigger, perfect here, perfect length. perfect. A medium, but now if I buy a medium in certain brands, you get them like I buy a Supreme medium. Sometimes them joints are like
really
they're
baggy
huge.
now. Yeah.
and I'm like, even sometimes at Manor, like I don't try on stuff, but the last time I bought some shirts at Manor, I bought the maroon one with the pocket and the little thing, and I didn't try it on, and I bought the cursive Manor and the D-backs color and the other
you
colors.
haven't bought something in a while.
Well, was it one? Oh, maybe. I'm just talking about some shirts, and usually the mediums fit good, but I need a large in those. They're like skin tight. I wear them around the house, but I like to look good for my wife. Skin tight.
That's why those t-shirts are soft.
Ain't right.
Hey, yes, hater.
I'm like, hey, I'm gonna look at me, Rocio.
Because I shook my head at you being
Rocio be like,
half
"You
naked
been working
around
out?"
the house. You like, he's a hater.
Oh my goodness. Yeezy 450. You guys looked at it?
Yes.
Is that the one that looks like a dumpling?
Yes.
Dinosaur foot shoe, isn't it, or whatever?
Oh, you talking about that boot? No, it's the one that's like.
Oh my god, that dinosaur shit.
I have a picture.
You like these? Y'all don't buy Yeezys though, right?
Nah,
Yeah, it's a dinosaur
pass.
foot.
Nah, it's a pass for me.
You know it has
Damn,
no.
those suck.
Let me see.
I've said it on the show before.
I don't think they'll have boosts on
here
them.
you
either.
go.
No, they don't have. I thought you liked those.
These
Man, what?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. No, those
Yeah.
suck. That's a dinosaur foot. Imprint.
No.
Jurassic Park collab.
Y'all don't like them?
I'm not mad at
Damn.
them.
I ain't
I
mad
wear
at them.
'em.
Fam, are you serious?
I'm mad at the price. I mean, you know what it is with Yeezys? Look, let me tell you something with Yeezys. Every time Yeezy models come out, we always do that. What the heck
No,
is
no, no, no,
this?
different.
Oh,
It's
what?
just so different.
Oh, because my opinion changed on runner slides?
We killed Wave Runners when the pictures were. I'm talking about destroyed them.
One shoe.
We killed
So-
350s when the
No.
pictures
No,
first came out.
wrong.
We killed them.
Wrong.
Yeah, we did. We killed them.
Wrong. You literally said that it's feet you wear. What are you talking about?
We killed 350s.
No, we didn't.
Okay. We killed 350 V1s too. We were like, hey, Roche runs. Now classics, OGs.
The only one of all the examples you try to say is Wave Runners. That's it.
Look,
I admit when I'm wrong. Wave Runners, I was way off.
Way
the other
off.
ones, I'm right about all the other ones.
I ain't mad at these, but $200 for that is insane to me. I'm sorry. And Adidas, like I said, Adidas has to have boost for me to even consider. And you know what? I'm regretting all the Adidas I bought last year. I mean, I bought what, 13, 14 pairs of Adidas last year?
Adidas, you bought them for like $40.
You're right, but I haven't worn one. It, like even all the ones I bought, I'm like, last year I'm like, man, I bought the most Adidas ever. Now for great prices, Soul Links and all this Boost Links, all the sites that let you know. I haven't worn one of them. The only one I wore is ASU Ultra Boost. I haven't worn olives, maroons, grays, any of the 4Ds, any of the Packer 4D, none of the HUs, none of my stuff I've worn, none of that stuff. Then I was like, let me go check the app, see if I can slang these real quick. Nobody wants that stuff. I'm sitting there stuck with these.
You're like, yeah, it's a good price.
You pay retail for them, so it doesn't matter.
Packer ones?
Oh.
Yeah. HU, Pharrell's? Yeah. Some of those I did. A lot of them I did. Nice Kicks.
Told you not to buy those.
I'm about to make those
Woodstocks?
beaters now.
Nice kicks, huh?
Oh, don't do that.
I'm just kidding.
Nice
Told you
Kicks
not to
hates
buy
me.
any of those.
I know.
I like them with the fire. Nice Kicks hates my guts. I like Nice Kicks.
Why? What's the beef with you guys and Nice Kicks?
I don't have a beef with Nice Kicks.
I think it's
so
just
corny.
It's just the social media person.
And I like what's his name too. That's the homie that writes for him. that
Shout out
lives
to
there.
Luis.
Yeah, shout out to him. That's the homie.
Luis
though.
is dope, yeah.
I like him. Though. I don't know if he likes me, but
Does the
I
one
like
who
him.
does the
He's a
social media live here too? Or he
No,
Texas?
No,
they
he's
have
on me.
like a media team. I
Oh,
think.
they got more than one. Okay, because the one that I'm talking about specifically is a black dude.
The black
I
dude
got
on
into it with
Twitter.
him before.
Oh my gosh, man.
Because I know they've gotten rid of some of the people and like rehired
alright.
people.
Nice Kicks on my nerves. Huh?
Yeah, Luis is just a writer, yeah.
Me and him talked to him a lot of times. In Manor, talked to him at SneakerCon events, all the time. He's super cool to me. But whoever does that on Twitter, the black dude, oh my gosh, I can't stand him. No. He hates me too. He tried to post that picture of me making fun of me.
Fam, I made the
I
greatest.
saw
take it
that.
down.
I made the greatest meme of all time and didn't get enough interactions. I complained about that already. Greatest meme of all time. Two of the greatest memes ever.
I don't think it counts if you call it the greatest me yourself. Everybody else has to call it that.
The people who click like on it agree.
Oh, okay. I like the 450s.
It was
They
like
okay.
12, and it should be like 12 million. That's what I'm saying.
My whole thing is with these is that like sneakers are like teetering luxury now. Like there's so many sneakers that come out that are so much money now that don't have a second purpose to them. Like you can't run in those. You can't. Now you can work out in like a 350s too, but there are way too many sneakers that are coming out that like You can't hoop in, you can't run in, you can't do. They're specifically made just to wear, and they're Adidas and Nikes and stuff. They're not luxury brands. Like, I get it. You go buy a pair of Gucci's, yeah, that's to wear. Buying a pair of $200 whatever these are, 450s, and I can't even run in them if I wanted to. I mean, like, I couldn't run them if I wanted to, even though I wouldn't. But like, there's no point in them. I don't know. Maybe it makes no sense.
The shoe sucks.
It's debatable. We gotta see it
It's
in
not
person.
debatable.
All right.
It sucks.
We'll see. I don't think it sucks, but it
It
sucks.
sucks.
All right.
From rare dead stock to the latest release, you can go find the exact sneaker you've been looking for on eBay. As the original sneaker marketplace, eBay is the place to go to cop the pair you've been eyeing. And with eBay's authenticity guarantee, a team of independent professional authenticators perform a rigorous inspection of the sneakers you purchase before they're sent to you, so you can shop confidently knowing your pair is the real deal. And for the sneaker sellers out there, eBay has eliminated fees on sneakers of $100 or more, making it free to sell or flip your collection. With other sites taking as much as 25%, you're going to have a lot of extra money left for more sneakers. Check out eBay. Why are you laughing?
Sneakers.
Check out ebay.com/sneakers today. Whether rare, dead stock, or the latest release, find the exact shoe you're looking for on eBay. With eBay's authenticity guarantee, your sneakers are meticulously inspected by independent professional authenticators. Why do I keep stumbling on that word? A team of experienced sneaker authenticators verify the box, logo, stitching, and dozens of other inspection points. Each sneaker also receives an authenticity guarantee tag that includes a digital stamp of authenticity and is customized with the sneaker's details. Authenticity guarantee also protects sellers with a verified return process. It's free, F-R-E-E, the most important word in marketing. You know that. To sell sneakers of $100 or more on eBay. You got a business degree, right?
Nope.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
And what do you got?
Social psychology with interrogation methods.
Oops.
Don't do that.
Hey, that's
Yes, you're
fire.
CIA
right.
implant, no? You're playing a long game.
Yes, thank you. Shit. Black Messiah.
Oh, damn. Embarrassed by yourself. And thanks to,
Yes. A disgrace.
and thanks to eBay's authenticity guarantee, verified returns make the whole transaction worry-free. With other sites taking as much as 25%, you're going to have a lot of extra money left for
Sneakers.
more sneakers!
I like those.
Yep.
Yeah, but she's a girl.
It's a women's shoe.
I like anything.
You
though.
said whack. Whack is too strong.
Fire.
It matches your head. You
No.
go wear with the hat.
Okay, they're not fire, but I just
Look at
like
his hat. Look
them.
at his hat.
No, yeah.
It is. It's
You wear with that.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah.
These look like for little
No,
girls.
the multicolor one is the best one on that.
No, that one's all right.
Of the picture board.
Yeah.
There's like 4
Oh,
pictures.
you know what else is coming out? You guys didn't bring up. I think right.
This week?
The thank you for caring. Isn't that on the wait?
What's that called?
What-
What's that about?
what
You
shoe
guys
is it?
haven't seen that?
Thank you for caring.
It's the thank you for caring dunk.
Thank you for
Is that the
caring.
multicolor one?
It is.
No.
That's the one I.
You talking about this?
Wait.
Yeah,
no.
that one's better. No, it's better than the.
That sucks.
No, it doesn't.
Hold on, let me get my release
cute.
calendar.
That looks like an Easter.
Cute. It's cute.
I'm not wearing it. I'm
Like
just
a
saying
Easter
it's
dunk
better
or
than the other one.
I buy that for my daughter.
I bet
Okay.
you those are gonna hit.
Family.
I'm
Just
sure they
because.
will.
Yeah.
Every does.
Every dunk does.
Dunks are ruining dunks.
You go wear with that outfit you
Now
got on.
these?
Actually, you got both colors.
These
Oh
are
yes, thank you. It's a
fire,
Michigan
though.
low. Thank
Let
you.
me see.
I can't buy them because I didn't go to Michigan. Now these two, these is fire.
Those are the reverse of what I want, aren't they? Don't want.
You
is
know
the-
what, I
oh no,
think
I
this
want
is
the
for
all white with the
next
gray swoosh.
week.
Maybe I should just get those and paint them.
Are you talking about like the ones that look like
How many
the
times we've
dunks?
said stuff like that? I've never done it.
They drop March 4th. Is
Never
those,
mind.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, that's in the Sneakers app.
Those ones.
Yeah, so that like next week's show is probably.
I
the
like
one we'll
them,
talk
but
about
they're
that.
like 5 different materials, ain't
We're
they?
supposed to get these at Manor.
Really? They raffle?
I thought it was an SB the first time I saw it.
I also thought it was one.
Yeah, 'cause that's
Did
like
Manor
something
get
that-
SBs too, or no?
No,
Nah.
we don't have a skateboard account because
Yeah.
Cowtown's across the street.
You gotta
So they
have.
wouldn't do
You
that?
used to have to have hard goods, and then they got rid of that because like Undefeated has one, Kith has one, like stores that don't have hard goods. But then now with the SB craze coming back, I'm sure the accounts are being limited again. So.
Yeah, it's hard to get one.
God, hasn't been many SBs this year. Right?
Hard goods meaning like boards and trucks and wheels and no, I'm saying for people.
Manor
I'm
Skate
not telling you.
collab coming
We're on a
soon?
podcast.
Huh?
I was like, Manor Skate collab coming soon.
Dang,
I just don't know how long. Like, I kind of feel like if you're getting into the SB thing right now, not as a buyer, but if you were like opening a shop, I kind of feel like you're late. You know what I mean? Like,
That's
how long
true.
is the SB thing gonna keep going on for?
I hope forever.
Cyclical. Not $1,000 shoes.
No. I don't mean like. We've talked about this numerous times. I hate when staples fade away.
This is my biggest problem with SB is when I was like almost exclusively SB head, I copped everything just because it was a Nike Dunk SB, whether I liked it or not. You know how many whack SB Dunks I bought just because it was Nike SB Dunk?
Yeah.
That was what I hated about it.
That was your decision.
I understand that.
You did that.
And now I'm older. I'm saying that was
No,
what I
feel
hated
like
about
I
what
did
I
that
did.
with like regular dunks because that was like in 2006. That's when I think dunks started coming out heavily,
Right.
and that's when I started getting into shoes like that. And I would just buy any color because it was a dunk.
But see, like, dunks, they should have never left. I just don't understand how this stuff, like, leaves for, not for good, but, like...
At least for like a decade.
I mean, we're talking about SBs here. Like, and like you said, when
Human behavior, but you're trying to figure out about human behavior. It makes no sense.
I know...
Why are cards back?
behavior.
Because
No.
people are bored from pandemics. SBs, Travis Scott, I guess. maybe a
Yeah,
little bit,
but
like,
I'm just saying, like, it's still a sneaker. Like, it's not like they came out with a SB2 or SB3 and it just died off because they got whack. Like, an SB is to remain the same since day one. SB high and low. It's never changed. So now I can
The
get
mid changed.
But, like, I can get why a foam posit fades away. Even though it's one model that really people care about, but it came in one size. It was this big and foam, and that's it. A Dunk SB, I just don't understand how it's like, oh, these suck now. It got to a point to where we were like, these suck now. We were saying they suck when we had them. We talked to, I'm not gonna say his name because he tried to talk junk.
Suck is the right word, but
oh, what? We got footage of episodes. We were like, this suck. Puffy tongue sucks. Puffy collar uncomfortable. We were wilding on them.
Too, I think it's with fashion, like skinny jeans and SBs look weird.
Yeah, but like I feel like that might have been the better combination is smaller jeans. Like at a point. Like when I finally got a pair of Dunks, I've only got one pair of sportswear Dunk last year. Now some the homie Bruce got me Syracuse Dunks. So like it was at the tail end of mid last year, and then my skinny jeans with those, like we were slowly fading away from skinny jeans. So then it looked weird. There was a block in time where, like I said, people wearing skinny jeans with LeBron 8s. Like, the jeans were inside the shoe. And it was like, ooh, them is fire. People were trying to do anything to make the shoe more prominent. The pants were going in the shoes and stuff. Crazy stuff. People would cuff their pants up high, pinwheel them and all this stuff. So I'm like, why did the Dunk just be like, this sucks now? I don't understand it. It just makes no sense.
I mean, clearly there are plenty of the dog walkers suck, and those were kind of the one that got everyone back into it or whatever. There's plenty, fam. There's plenty. Stop. There's plenty
do look
of
good in person.
I mean, the details are pretty tight.
Yeah, the details are.
Oh,
Do you like dogs?
every single one is.
That doggy bag is pretty fire. And I know some pairs came with like an actual leash too. I thought it was pretty
The
sick.
Turduncan details are fire, but the shoe itself is terrible.
The color blocking on that is awful.
But it's not only that; it's just the patches they put together with each other. Listen, there's plenty of SBs that are tacky and suck, but we didn't say that for like the majority of the stuff that came out.
A lot of the stuff that you're talking about, you bought back then just because, like, well, you know what's crazy? This
Dornbeckers, Krampus.
What? That's when SBs were fading away. That's when I told you.
No, it wasn't.
I always said SBs messed themselves up when they started coming out with stuff that was just became unwearable.
2014 is the last
Like
year.
Concord
that I
SBs.
bought them.
Concord
That's when they
SBs
went.
we thought were just so fire. And like it
No,
was like,
I never thought they were super fire.
didn't you have like 20 of them?
Yeah, but they weren't for me.
Oh, okay. Well, I stayed the night at Arrowhead Mall. Me and I got a pair for Don. Me and Sean, like we were out there in the parking
And
lot.
that was also when you were wearing Concords themselves. So
I don't know. Look, to me, let me tell you
is
something.
happening?
Back then, when we were buying Dunks, the considered tacky Dunks were like Dino Juniors, Mark and Mindy's.
Which is crazy.
Fire.
Like they were like tacky back then. I never understood why anybody liked Dino Juniors. I was like, ew, this is all silver.
I mean, it still sucks.
Well, today does it suck?
Yes.
I don't know.
Fam, you just got
I
done.
don't care for silver shoes.
You just got done saying Tecates suck because the little piece that's
Oh,
in the middle where the
that's
swoosh
different.
is
That's
is
a plastic
like
piece. And there's too many other
same
black.
thing. What do you think Morgan Mindy's is? It's the same.
No, Morgan Mindy's are whack. It's not the same.
Or Donald Jr. No. What I'm saying, the material's the same. The material on the entire Donald Jr. shoe is the same thing as that little insert in the middle of the Tecate shoe.
Either way, I just don't understand it. But I hope Dunks are here to stay. Dunk SPs, Dunk SB, all of them. They have. There's just no reason for them to go anywhere. Dunks need to start. Like I said, Dunks are just Vans. Like Dunk should just stay Vans, $8,500,
Yeah,
and we
they're
can wear
cheap.
them. Still special collabs, still special stuff every once in a while, but they shouldn't leave. Like, they just shouldn't go anywhere. They left, all right?
Sure.
Air Max 1 Pour La Familia.
Dun dun dun.
Oh, jeez.
Let me tell you something.
And you could wrap the hat release into the end of this too.
So, and 'cause,
Like,
you know,
I have them on. You want them for the?
I mean,
Oh,
please
no.
feel free. But let me tell you something. That sneaker is talked about. We talked about that sneaker on the podcast since the first time we saw it. It's not just because you're here. We have them. We bought them. We talk about it all the time. We've done our drafts. We've done a ton of stuff. I mean, we posted and see
I don't think people realize how good like maroon and green are together.
That was the thing.
I don't think
And the
people
pink
realize
and
that.
gold. No, they didn't. Because when
That green on the lace hit, I mean, that's like my favorite part of the shoe. It might sound stupid to say that, but like
That little
that
touch.
little bit of green, it's just like small
It's
things
just
like
a
that,
nice
like
detail.
make a lot of shoes.
and
Marky.
Stop.
and see that was the whole thing about it too.
Well,
Like,
you got to talk, but you got to talk about it.
every single person that listens to the podcast and we talk about them because like it's not a retail Air Max 1. So like we always talk about it, have the picture on the screen. They're always like, "Dang, what the heck are those?" I'm talking, get DMs regularly. Back when we were talking about them a lot, they're trying to make their own on Nike ID because there were still colors on there similar where you can make them, but it's just like a little off here, a little off there.
Yeah, I
They're
just
like,
tried to do it like 2 months ago.
right. So they would send me something like, "Is this close?" I'm like, "It's almost
Fam,
there."
the
but
materials aren't going to be the same. The toe box is different than the toe box
Right.
that you get on the material of the toe box, I'm saying.
And I will say this, like, and we talked about it a little bit earlier. The reason, like, they bought the one because the colors of it looked dope, and 1-2 was a part of like, oh, it's local. This Arizona. It was a part of that. But
It was the only shoe I bought out of that whole thing.
ever. That's the only thing I ever bought from them. Like,
Appreciate
I
it's-
thought
nice.
you bought something on the second time they did it.
no, never.
Oh.
So like they've had like maybe 3-4 drops of the cultivator thing before. That's the only
Yeah.
one I bought. But like I said, like it was partly supporting because it was an Arizona person. 1-2, it was the best colorways, in
so
that.
far.
But I'm gonna tell you, when I had no expectations for it whatsoever, it's still to us like I don't know anybody who's had like great luck from a Nike ID, a Nike anything like that. The materials will be weird, it look cheap, it could be anything. The suede,
Okay.
the leather, everything, the mesh toe box, it is the absolute most premium one. The color combination, all that.
All right, so first question. The starting of the process, was it like the bespoke thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
Was it like bespoke at like in New York City at Mercer, or how did they? I mean, I don't mean how did it happen. You can explain that too, but I'm just curious, like what options they gave you for making it.
So I'm gonna just go just based
Yeah,
how
yeah,
it,
if you
like
wanna
it
start from the
actually
beginning, yeah.
from the beginning, like how it actually started, because
Oh yeah, tell them how it started.
so
That's why you guys are here.
no, yeah, for sure. So what happened was at one point, Laura, she was just applying. She was just on her phone. We were both laying in bed, so we were just about to crash out and stuff. So she was just on her phone, like applying for some sort of application, and I saw there was like she was on Nike or something. And then I kept bugging her. I was like, "What are you doing over there?" And she's like, "Oh, don't worry about it." I was just like, "No, like."
Literally with this, I was like, don't worry about it.
Yeah, so I was like, "Let me see what he has."
Yo, give me that.
So
Extra.
she explains to me it's she's doing something for Nike Cultivator where you actually can make your own design of your sneaker and have like a story behind it and so forth. So she applies. She showed me the ways how to apply. So you fill out like an application, and if you were to create your own sneaker, you would describe like what would the story behind it be and so on and so forth. So I believe Luis applied as well.
Yeah, because it was like an ad that popped up on my like Instagram,
Right.
and then I sent it to Luis, and then I was telling you about it too when you were asking.
Well, because like I seen it before, and I was like, well, let me go in here and see what these shoes look like people have made, and they sucked. Like there are a lot of Air Force Ones. I think the first one or the second one they've done it. It was like a lot of Air Force Ones and something else.
A
And-
lot of
Yeah.
270 Riyadh.
Yeah, they were really trying to push like the
Well, that was
the
for
newer
your
models.
drop though.
That was so they did that for Liz Beecroft, which she kind of popped out. She's the second Nike curator that's on StockX too. She's
Yeah,
the one that
she
in my
did
feels and
the green like neon swoosh because that represents mental illness, I think, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, hers
like
has
her
a
shoes.
good message.
Yeah, her shoes. It's called In My Feels. So yeah, and that little curator thing, like they try to use like all the React 270s and all their newer Nike ones. But for mine, I did have an option to pick the Air Max 1, Air Max 95s, the Air Max 270s, and I believe it was the React 97s or whatever they're called. I always forget what they're called. I just went straight with the Air Max 1. It's OG.
We were talking about it because you got selected, remember?
Yeah,
and
so-
you're like, oh, I hope
How
there's
long
an
did it take?
Air Max 1.
I think it took like about a month.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
really?
like
To
a
hear back?
month.
Okay.
Yeah, so I applied. I
He
explained.
thought it was fake.
Yeah.
Remember?
So as soon as I got a DM, I thought it was fake. I was like, nah, this can't be real. I sent it to her. I'm like, I think I'm getting finessed or something. So I sent it to her. I'm like, I think this is fake, low key. So she's like, no, you actually got selected. I was like, oh, okay, this is fine. Like I didn't believe it. I was like, all right, this is sick. So moving on forward, so I get reached out by one of those people working for Nike Curator, and they sent me like a link. So when you get on the link, you select your shoe first. So I chose the Air Max 1, and then I get to select like the colors, the different type of materials. They have suede, they had new,
So was it like Nike ID site, or was it like a little bit
something
more
similar
banner?
to that.
Yeah,
Something
it
similar
was
to that.
like
'cause-
that, but I feel like a little better.
yeah.
Okay, because I feel like even though those colors are on Nike site sometimes or have been before, I feel like your colors. And maybe it's
See,
just
the
fact
colors.
that
The colors don't even make the shoe completely to me. The toe box material, I wish they used on every single Air Max 1. The toe box material is fire.
well,
Yep.
it was just more of like, and I was like, man, maybe it's just. It's such a draw when you're making a Nike ID. The color blocking. Everybody thought like that's why people will go to make a Nike ID. They always make a Yeezy colorway. They make these familiar colorways. A Grinch. They make these familiar colorways because that's all we know. So then like their program, like you said, it had more material, it had more stuff than like okay.
Yeah. So, right off the bat, like I always just think about like Air Max 1s, like they're always known for their mesh, their suede, and sometimes they put like leather on the swoosh or whatever. So I chose mesh and suede for those who don't actually have the shoe. So after selecting those two processes, then you go ahead and they reference back to your application. Like, so I talked about my family because this campaign is about showing appreciation to someone or to something. So
Oh, so it was like a specific thing they want you to talk about. Oh, okay.
Yes.
I thought it was just like you just like, hey, I'm Mark and I love my. I thought like you just make. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well, that's good then.
Giving thanks, I think like showing gratitude, right?
Showing
Oh, well,
gratitude to
that's
someone,
a
yeah.
fire thing to talk about. See, I didn't know they would give you a topic. Giving me a topic to like do that would make it easier. So okay, that's cool.
So
Then.
yeah, that's like the backstory.
yeah, so I was low-key stressing for like about a month after like selecting like the colorways. I'm like,
Yeah, you can't make a trash shoe.
yeah, like I can't do this. Like this is like this one opportunity. Like I low-key want to kill this. Like I really hope like people can enjoy the shoe and stuff. So I just thought about like just growing up, you know, like been raised with a lot of women. So I just the color pink, you know, that resembles like women when you're born or something like that.
Or
So-
so like that.
Yeah, so I mean, it's
I mean,
2021
you know,
now.
it's social.
2021, I don't want to, you know.
Social
Yeah,
constructs, you
true.
know, your boy
Yeah,
is blue and the
blue.
girl was pink. You know,
Yeah.
that's how it was.
Okay.
Nowadays,
But I mean,
Nowadays.
gender reveal.
yeah, I mean, you know, now you know you could decorate a big room in gray, yellow, you know, whatever,
Purple.
you know, but still,
Could have chose a different color. Bro.
right.
So I went off with the pink, so that's what chose. Can I borrow your shoe?
Yeah, yo, show it.
You know.
Show it in camera. People have seen it many times on this podcast.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I hate wearing them because I do not want to mess them up.
Oh yeah, for sure. So that's why I chose.
Oh, the cream laces too. That's
so
another
the
thing.
pink, and then the cream uppers. The cream is one of my favorite colors, and then the gold that symbolizes like the coat of arms inside the Salvadorian flag. Then the red.
Salvadorian, that's what it is. Okay.
And then,
I thought it was Portugal. I couldn't remember. I remember hearing the story and like stuff like that. But okay.
Yeah.
And then the red swoosh and the forest green eyelids. That's showing the heritage of my Mexican side of the family. So who are no longer with us, which are my grandma and my tia. So red air unit, gum soles, and a cell midsole.
So did they have any like requirements? Like, all right, like because we talked to Kristen Black, she had made one too for the program. She lives in New York. She had made one a dope shoe. She used like one of the newer models, and you know I didn't know like I think she had mentioned like they wanted you to have like do a photo shoot or something, or was that, or did they give you any requirements?
Well, they actually just give you like little tips of like marketing wise. So they just give you like examples from like previous people who did the cultivator thing. So
okay.
I just reference like my thing is always like into old Nike vintage ads.
Right.
So I just took whatever I found, like for example, I believe it's like the Wing It. It's an old Jordan logo where he's wearing the 2s. So instead, I swapped out the 2s and I did my own version of it with Air Maxes. And then, I just used like old Nike ads for inspiration throughout that campaign.
So like, so like with the whole thing with like how did like you guys decide on the party and stuff like that? Because like a lot of people had a hard time buying it. Like there were people who did have. I didn't have a hard time, but I remember when like Andy, I think we were all like at the same time deciding to buy it, but some did have an issue. And I think like when you guys had the party at Manor, which was dope. Like you said, there were like cards, right?
Yeah. So for those who didn't go to the actual party, so at the party we actually had like some sort of trading cards. So I got the inspiration behind when Sean Weatherspoon released his sneakers. So he had a picture of the sneaker on the front, and then on the back it says "Got 'em," and then in the middle section it explains like the name of the shoe, which was Por La Familia, and then it has the explanation like what the colors like represent on the sneaker, and then it shows the location of Manor, and there's a QR code on our bottom right hand corner, I want to say, and if you scan that with your iPhone, it'll take you directly to the link to purchase the shoe.
So do you know how many pairs sold?
I had about a total of 400 during that campaign.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
So does everybody get the same amount during the campaign, or is it like?
No, they do actually. There's about 36 people who joined this campaign.
Okay, so it wasn't like
I thought it would be way more than 400.
Well, I thought it would be more just
Yeah,
made
So-
to wear.
So
Made to order.
Yeah, it honestly depends too. Like for those who actually like, I believe there's only like 3 people that actually sold out. So those 3 people actually had like 400 pairs. That's
because I remember, I think yours was like 470 something.
like 400.
And it's because they were running out of material, so they couldn't produce more. That was the problem,
okay.
and that's why his sold out like so quick.
Yeah, because I was like sold out. Like what the heck? Like I mean, which is everybody's argument when it comes to Nike IDs or whatever, like special drops or whatever. But yeah, I thought that was crazy that like when that one sold out, and I was like, dang, I thought like you just kind of keep going, like if
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
keep
and
selling them or whatever.
at that time, I only got that one free shoe that they sent out to me.
Yeah, like do they give you like a pack for family or something?
Nope.
Well, I mean, they did give us. I got mine for free, and then I was able to choose 5 people to purchase it.
Yeah, he got his free pair, and then the 5 people, which was like everybody who worked at Manor.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But so there
you had
wasn't a
bio.
sample sent to you or anything like that?
Nothing
or-
like that, no.
Oh, wow, that's crazy.
I was
Well,
like, all right.
I think your first pair was technically like your sample, but that was it.
That was it, yeah.
So how long was it from they notified you DM to
Dang, Nike
get a pair in
issues
hand?
with you.
So it was like, I think I applied sometime in September of 2019.
I think
and then
so.
I was stressing in October 2019.
Yeah,
and
he
then-
was really stressed.
and then
Why were you so stressed?
He's okay. Astrology. Marky's a Libra, and they're so indecisive.
Hey, there we go.
Yes.
So I kept changing my mind up. I'm like, oh man, I don't know if people gonna like this green or people are gonna like this navy soles
It's
or
like, I
anything
don't
like
know,
that.
it's
understand.
dope. Yeah.
So it's like I don't want to just hype all this stuff up and then people ain't
Like,
fucking with it.
sorry, dog.
I mean, you know what? Like, because like I said, you guys, you know, on social media, you guys take pictures of your clothes, you take pictures of your sneakers. Like, everyone knows you guys for that. You know, your fashion and clothes and stuff like that. So, like, it's important. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's important, especially, like, you want to make something that you would want to wear. And it's like people on this podcast, they're always like, make some shirts, make some hoodies. And I'm like, it literally makes me want to throw up, like, just to think about it. Because I'm like, I can't stand buying stuff from other people. And I'm like, this sucks. Like, I couldn't even fathom the thought of selling something to somebody, convince them like, yo, look what we made, it's fire,
Like, you
and then they
need it.
buy it. So I can understand you, like, you know,
Yeah.
and especially like,
We do need to make a fitted hat. Mans is dying to make us those hats. So
well, tell Mans to make us hats.
that's for you to do.
What are you talking about? You said you're gonna make it this time.
No, I
Sneak
didn't. I said I'll pay for it. I said you can make
New
it.
era collab.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I
you
would
definitely gotta say that.
something, but anyway. So then, but I would tell you this, like with the shoe was like you said, like, you know, making that shoe and like you hype it up, and then like if you don't like it, it would suck. It would make you feel bad.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you got a cop, you know, whatever.
Even if you thought it was fire when you were done, you still would have anxiety that when it came out, like that it's gonna look right or that people are gonna like it or whatever. I mean,
Yeah.
I think you had.
normal.
I mean, I think, you know, obviously you're not from
sure.
Arizona originally, right?
So I always tell people I'm from LA, but it's just that's where my heart's at. I moved out here back in like 2004.
Yeah, I mean,
so,
I've been out here.
so
since
technically
99.
I've just been like raised majority here in Arizona. So
I know. I always say, like, I've been out here since '99 from the Bay Area and been removed from LA for a long time. But it's like, it's just LA is just such a feeling, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'm like, I feel like I'm from here now. I've been here so long.
oh yeah, for sure.
But no, I mean, everybody loves the shoe. Like, I mean, is there anything else? Like, I would tell you this: like, we all had kids' dream. As a kid, you draw your own sneaker, you put your own colors, you do that stuff, and to have the opportunity to do that, I know it had to be a dope feeling. So you wanted it to come correct that, you know, that one time. Does Cultivator still do anything, or?
Oh, so it's funny because they actually hit me back up. They wanted to do a like some sort of T-shirt design. So
really?
something
For that shoe, or like
no,
just
it's something completely
Oh,
new.
wow.
Yes, it's something what they wanted like input unity, but they never end up. They sent me like $100 gift card, and then I was like, all right, I'm gonna spend this, but they never end up like hitting me up after like, okay, this is what's gonna happen, and here on like they postponed it just due to COVID.
Oh, really? Oh,
So
okay.
was that a company separate from Nike prior, and then Nike bought them, or was it a collab, or what? Because that's different, right? Wasn't Cultivator
Yeah.
a separate company, and then Nike bought it, or something happened, or?
So from
I
what
thought it was just like an entity of Nike.
Okay.
it
Yeah.
was like something. I think it was a
I thought
part
they
of.
had done like projects before
What?
that, and then they went to Nike and were like,
They
"Yo, let's
did.
do a project
So
together."
what happened was they had like did their own thing, Cultivator type thing, and then like they had did Nike ID like shoes type thing, and it was still like a piece of Nike, but Nike wouldn't promote it. They wouldn't. Nike wouldn't help with it, and then. I think Kristen Black had told us that like then Nike picked it up. I was like, okay, we're gonna start really pushing this and promoting it, and then that's when they changed. I think a part of that was why they changed it from Nike ID to Nike by You. Like they changed that whole campaign. That was a kind of a part of it.
Speaking of which, that was part like I thought it was weird when the box came that my name was on it.
Yeah,
I
I
thought
know.
your name was gonna be on it.
I
I was like,
know,
it's
I
not
know.
a Nike. I didn't make it. It ain't Nike by me.
Yeah, trust me. I reached out to the people. I was like, why are these people getting like their names on the box? Like, I wish it was like my name, but yeah, it's part
I
of
see
their-
I see mine in there because it's like I put all my Nike ID ones that I have with each other, and it says, you know, by Greg. I'm like, I'm in a
Actually-
fire Nike. I'm in a fire Air
I
Max
actually
one.
I ordered two, but the first time I wasn't logged. Like, now
I
that
did
there's only
too.
400
That's
pairs.
right.
I'm shocked that happened, but I ordered one and I wasn't logged in or something, so it charged me for shipping.
That's
So I
right.
ordered
did
a
that too.
second one and then canceled the first one.
Damn.
I did that too because he said that when he
I was
because
like,
when
family charged me. What?
because I think when we tried to buy it, I think I did have a small issue and I got panicked and was like, what the heck? And I copped it and paid for shipping. And then George said he did the same thing. He was like, I'm about to cancel it and get it again. So I was like, all right, so I think I canceled mine. He canceled his, got it again, and we got it again. That's right. I forgot about that.
I'm definitely shocked there's only 400 something beer because I got a 12 and a half. 12, They don't make 12 and a half in things that normally have short runs like
Yeah,
that.
like a friend of mine who lives in Washington, I think he copped like 214s or something like that. And I was just like, I didn't know they go up that size, but all right.
Well, I'll tell you, I think it's dope. So how did the hat?
what about the hat stuff?
Hat start up? Or how did that happen?
It was influenced by the shoe, I assume, right? I mean, similar
Yeah.
colors. Okay.
Yeah, similar colors. So
I was out of town when they had the drop, but I saw it on IG and I was like, well, that looks wild.
anxiety day. I'm not gonna lie. Just thinking about COVID, like, yo, I'm gonna catch COVID.
There were so many people at Manor that day. It was crazy.
No, I just got a hold of one of Jeremy's friends who's like one of a New Era rep, so I explained to him the story behind it from my Air Max 1, and I just wanted to do something where the whole Phoenix community could come together, and even though it was COVID, I didn't even.
Right.
I was completely out the door. I was like, damn, we're doing this through COVID, but it's just something I always wanted to do, like gather like the whole community, especially like in Uptown Plaza, just to make sure they feel like they're welcome, that they can pull up and
Yeah.
So I got in touch with this guy from the New Era rep, and I explained to him what I wanted to do. I've never seen like a maroon underbrim, so we went with the maroon underbrim.
See, I didn't even know it had the maroon underbrim. I didn't even know that. That's my first time seeing it right now. See, I thought it was pink under a green.
Did they have to send the request to MLB to get it approved?
Yeah, we had to pay for the licensing and stuff.
Okay.
Did you guys have to pay for that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't want to get into your business.
Because that's what
how does it
Justin.
work?
That's what that Justin was telling us.
You know how
about
we
their
make our hats?
3-8,
No wonder.
Through like Manor, like we
wonder
do
I
our
couldn't
own
get
New
one.
Era hats. So we asked the rep, like, hey, like Mark wants to do one.
Right.
He was down.
So,
But I'm assuming if it's because a lot of brands definitely use New Era to make their own, like Man or whatever. Obviously, a lot of shops are doing that, and other brands. I'm assuming if it's not baseball related, they don't need to get MLB sign off, right? They just have New Era make their hat.
yeah, New Era just makes
Okay,
hats.
Yeah.
that's what I thought.
Because I mean, remember when Justin told us?
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
going based off. Hat Club has to send their, like they do green eggs and ham or whatever.
Right.
They got to send the request to MLB to get it approved for all the teams, and MLB can say you can do like these 10, but not these 5.
Yeah, because they were saying that like some teams were like, we don't want to make a yellow hat, like, and they wouldn't approve like some of the colorways. He said like the Yankee didn't approve something or what it was, and they were like shocked, because they approve everything, the Yankees and Dodgers or whatever.
What was so you did Dodgers, D-backs obviously because we're here. What was the third?
Yeah, so Angels,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, I don't remember.
How many hats were
I
there?
don't know.
It was about 144 total. So it's about 48 per hat for Sal.
God.
Oh yeah,
That's not many.
So how many people were out there that?
Like 1,000.
I don't know about that much, but yeah,
was a lot of
it was.
So
a
what
lot of
happened
people.
there? Because I heard that like it was first come first served first, but then it turned into like a.
So what happened was people were lining up like around 11 a.m. in the morning that day.
Well, what time? Oh, they didn't go until like 7 though.
Till
Yeah,
7 p.m.
we
Yes.
start till
Oh, they
7.
tripping.
So that way, like other businesses will be closed and they won't be tripping, but they still ended up tripping. So, so 11 people were camping out, and then like around 4 p.m., like 3 hours before the event, we saw there was a huge line, and then property management started contacting the store, like, "Yo, what do you have going on over there? People aren't social distancing or anything like that." So.
Handing out American greenback.
So we were like, yo, we got to come up with something.
Yeah.
So Laura just said, you know what, why don't we do some sort of like time slot? So we hand out raffle tickets. So we were only going to allow 5 people in store. And
Like every 10 minutes. I
every
think that's
10
what we
minutes.
did.
So we gave out raffle tickets. If you have a raffle ticket, it was like you're guaranteed to get a hat. So those people, after they got their raffle ticket, they dispersed, and then as soon as the event started, there was another line that was forming, and I had to explain to them over the microphone, like, hey, if you don't have a raffle ticket, you're more than free to just stand around, and maybe if there is an extra hat or so,
You're gonna hang
it doesn't
out,
wear
yeah.
a size 8 or whatever. You can just stand around and you could probably cop it or whatever. But they still stand around, and a few of them did cop a hat. But
It was crazy.
They didn't even talk about that. That's wild. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
like we had the line. The first line was like down to West Elm, so we gave them the tickets, whatever. They left.
God, West
And
Elm is
then-
way at the end too.
Yeah, and then another line came, and it was like still down to West Elm again. And then the line started forming on the same side as Shake Shack. So essentially,
Dear
there was like
God.
3 lines in total. That shit was crazy.
yeah, so it was pretty crazy. We had DJ Nina. She's a 16-year-old DJ. She's really
She's dope.
dope.
I'm actually surprised that the turnout was like that in Arizona for
Yeah.
hats.
I mean,
We were
cat
also
culture's crazy.
surprised.
Hat culture's crazy, but I'm like, I still don't feel like I feel it in Arizona yet. Like, I mean, I know like I go to hat club and a lot of the stuff still be kind of sold out or whatever, but I can still get a few sizes here and there. I'm really in the hat club, but I mean, like I haven't heard of like any lines at hat club or anybody doing. Like I've heard of nothing like that. So for something like that to happen in Arizona,
Well, they also don't limit, I don't think. So lines only happen when you limit to one. Like if a run comes out and people know that hat club is selling for $120 online, the first guy might buy all of them.
I mean, I seen one of your hats on, what was it, Grailed, one of them sites, and it was about $130, and I was like, good God.
Yeah, it has to be if there's only 148 made or 144 or whatever.
Well, them choices, though, it's good that you get those opportunities. I mean, do you have any goals or plans with, like are you
what's next?
trying to, like, you know,
You getting
do
pressure over
stuff?
here, obviously.
Let me tell you something. I'll tell you something. Like, you know, if that's like a thing to do, then like you just gotta do it, man. Like, make some shirts, make some clearly you can sell something.
I just don't see like Por Familia being like some sort of brand. I just feel like there's too much of that. Just like how I think
You know
there's
what?
too many
You
resale stores out
Let
here
me
in
tell you
Arizona.
Well, that's something we can agree on.
Well, look, I'll tell you this. Like, when it comes to clothes, I used to say the same thing too. I used to think like, man, like how many times can you make this? Like, I'd be like, why would anybody like we made our hats and sold out every single time? And I'm like, yeah, I want these hats. Like, it shocks me because I'm like, everybody sells something, but like the people that want it, like they want it, they want to be a part of it. Even if they may not fully super like it, they want to be a part of it to say they have it. That's like in the culture that we're in now. It's like, I got one. Like, you know, I may not ever wear it, but I got one. Oh, you didn't get one? I did. You know, that's how it is. But like, even for like a brand like that, a Por Familia, it's a brand. Like, it's a good, I don't know if that already exists already, but like, it's a brand and it's something that like you can build off of. And like, you know, you guys clearly building some connections here and there and stuff like that. You just gotta keep it going. I mean, next you gotta do a shirt for the summer. You gotta do something.
We might have something.
Oh, okay. Well.
I mean,
Go ahead.
if I'm able to do like East Coast teams, that's probably like my next goal, like of hats, and because I know
Same colorway or different color?
probably different color.
Okay.
Yeah, and hopefully my friend of mine who gets his position at Jordan Brand, probably talk about doing something with him because he's going to be working for like Jordan Brand community, and he reaches out to people and he can make like sneakers happen or something like that. He was explaining to me, so.
Oh, well, good. I wear 9.5.
So-
Hats are
3.5.
7 3/8. So.
Oh, you guys are the same size.
Yeah, so I looked at it, I was like, oh, that's why. Okay.
Oh,
Well, that's
look
dope,
at
man.
you.
I mean, hopefully, you know, if that's what you want to do, you know, continue that. If not, you know, obviously. I mean, you guys are young. I think you guys are young. You guys look young.
Oh, okay. How old do you think I am? No pressure. You can say wrong answer.
26?
No.
24?
No pressure. You can
26.
say whatever you want.
23?
No.
Am I going the wrong direction?
Yes.
Oh, 28?
No.
29?
Yes. I turned
Oh,
30
okay.
this year.
Oh, okay.
He's already 30s.
Yeah, young. Even the 20, my brother-in-law turned 30. He's like, I'm 30 now. I'm like, man, I've been 30. I'm
You're like,
38.
look.
Like me and George are old. We've been through it. That's why we can talk like this and argue all day. But no, that's dope, man. You got plenty of time, man. Do what you gotta do. You can represent for Arizona fully, and I'm telling you, that colorway combination, it can last. Like that can last a little bit longer, but you gotta like strike while the iron is hot. Like you gotta keep going. Make a T-shirt. Put the Por Familia on the back. Old English.
Change it up. There ain't nothing wrong with changing it too.
Oh no,
yeah, for
we
sure.
gotta change it up for the wintertime. I'm helping with his collection. Summertime, doing T-shirt. Wintertime,
We
can.
might have something in the works,
Yo,
you know?
I need a forest green hoodie with the gold.
T-shirt.
Por Familia. Come on,
And
man.
we'll see.
I need that put to the side.
Well, there's lots of colors in the shoe, so you didn't use gold on that, right? So you can. Or is there
It's
gold
on
on
the
there?
side of
It's on
patch.
the-
Oh, on the back.
on the
Okay.
patch
Oh,
and
okay.
on
But the Angels one had the gold.
The
In
angels.
the A,
like,
and the
A, yeah.
Angels one is fire. Man, every single Angels hat is fire. I love all Angels hats. So because the LA
Not
logo.
all of them.
Oh, don't do that.
No.
Well, I mean, there's some obviously, but the LA logo. You know, we buy all Dodgers hats. I mean, we have tons of Dodgers hats,
Right.
but it's LA. It's just LA. You know what I mean? And I hate LA Dodgers hats with the outline around the LA. I
Oh,
hate
yeah.
that.
Gotta
But
keep
the
it simple.
Angels. Oh, my.
Right?
They wanted you to do that?
Yeah, they
Thank
wanted
you.
me to do that, but I just
Yeah.
keep it simple.
We're
Thank you.
like,
Leave it.
no.
Yeah.
See, like it's like
I
love the
refuse
A.
all the ones that like Hat Club and all these other not brands, but stores or whatever are doing. I will never ever buy an LA outline hat.
Yeah, like
Never.
at first, like the New Era Red, people was like, yo, I recommend just doing 2 colors. Like, I'm like, nah, I got
There's
like
no
4 or
way.
5 colors, and I need to include them all.
I've
so.
even seen some LA hats where like the L was like white and the A was like red.
That's
or
not
blue.
as
that's
bad.
No, it's bad.
It's not as bad as outlining it. It's not as bad.
It's not as bad as outlining it, but I don't like that either.
But yeah, just keep it simple.
It's good. That dough is fire, though. That dough is dope. And like I said, man, keep it going, man. Keep building. Yeah. All right, Laura.
Oh, that's crazy. I gotta go.
The light like this.
All right. So, like I said,
What did we get wrong?
Hey, like I said, I appreciate you guys just being on the podcast, and I want to preface something real quick. Real quick.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I want to say, thank
next time you come back, you got to talk more, both of you.
Let me tell you something.
It's hard to do it with us, but
soft-spoken. You'd be like,
Don did tell us that. He was like, Mark don't talk that much. So
I talk a lot.
I don't.
I can tell you.
Yuri told us that and came in here. I thought he was good. Like, as long because we've had people who come in and they don't say a single thing. And I'm just like, wait here.
I'm like,
you know what's funny is that I keep telling people who listen to this podcast locally, even if you don't live here and you just happen to be in town on a Tuesday, anybody is welcome in this studio. Like, they swear it's like this, like this secret thing. I don't care if you say, yo, I'm down the street, I'm coming. I don't care. Like,
I think the most important thing is just pretend you're like at the bar or at a restaurant or something. You got like a drink in front of you hanging out. It's not like there shouldn't be pressure on people.
Can I be honest though? We don't drink.
You know what I mean. You
act
go
like
hang
you
out.
Act like you inside a manor hanging out. All right. Act like y'all in manor hanging out.
I'm not saying act drunk. I'm saying like you hanging out somewhere. The best example I can think of is like at the bar or whatever. I don't know.
Act like you're chilling in manor, laughing it up. Like that's all it is.
At the hookah.
But everybody who listens to this podcast.
Neither do I. But I mean, what do you do if you don't do that?
They work out.
Yeah.
I will say this. Every single person that's in the state of Arizona, if you live anywhere else in this country and you happen to be in Arizona on a Tuesday, this podcast is open to you.
Can I get this on camera?
I don't care. These are social media stars, people. Like, that's what they do. But I always tell people every single time, people will hit me up like, yo, you think I could come on? I mean, if you live in the state of Arizona and you can talk.
Listen, the schedule's busy, so you have to contact us first.
Yes, let me know. Just don't walk through the door because there might be somebody else on.
First come, first serve.
But like I said, hit us up. You can come through, and all you got to do is talk and know some sneaker stuff. You got to know some stuff, all right? Don't just come because you like to listen to us and don't come watch us.
Or if it's a different topic or whatever, like if you want to talk NBA or you want to talk...
right, but you have to know something
Pokemon cards
as well. Oh, no, come here talk about Pokemon cards. Look, there's one spot reserved for Johnny and Don to come to talk about cards. That's it. All right.
We should get Ethan on here.
OT Donuses.
I want to get people from Prime. Anybody come on. Like, I don't care. Like, anybody come here and talk sneakers, talk sports if they know sports.
You got to stop being angry about cars. Huh?
Fam, I am so sick and tired of hearing about cars. Huh?
Tuesdays are my days off, so I guess I'll just be like, hey, guys.
If you want to come through. You can talk sneakers. Yeah. It's all good. But like I said, everybody's welcome on this podcast. Just open podcast. Don't be afraid. Don't be whatever. Just talk. Just know your stuff. Know something.
Yeah. I promise they're not bullies because I feel like people think you guys could be intimidating. I don't know.
Well, I know George and I are a lot to handle.
Yeah, that's what happens when you know someone well and you've been doing this that long. Is like it's natural for us to just cut in when someone else is talking. Yeah. But like that's just what you got to deal with when you come here. You know what I mean?
Work together. We argue all day.
I don't hate anyone who's like has come to the podcast. I only hate people who talk crazy on social media and then won't come and like talk to us, say to our face or whatever. Like, if I said something about you, come defend yourself. I'll listen to it. I'm not that kind of person.
And we don't even do that stuff anymore.
In the first year.
First year we was out of control.
Yeah.
But first year was out of control. But like, honestly, that was the whole purpose of the podcast. Was like, this how we talk in text. So we'll share with everybody else. We'll just share it. And I didn't. It was a lot of problems. But like, it is what it is. We've grown and we're really good now. You know what I mean? So we talk sneakers, we talk everything, and we still say whatever we want. But like, everybody's welcome and stuff like that. And a lot of people think that like, oh, you guys think everything sucks. No, we don't. We have hundreds and hundreds of sneakers at our home.
Yeah, people are just like.
But like when they love something and then you be like, yo, it sucks, then it hurts their feelings.
Yeah, they get actually hurt.
Like somebody, they'll send me DMs all the time, like all the time.
If we said that about someone who made their own product, I can understand it. But when you just say that about just like something Nike made, like fam, you upset? You that upset? I say foam suck? Like it's just foam. Like you didn't design it.
Like Kat sent me something today, and he was like, "These is crazy," and I was like, I just put the EH. And he was like, "You're crazy. I'm copping to fam, cop all of them. I don't care. Like I just don't like them. That doesn't mean nothing about it." So. Laura.
They want confirmation from the Sneak This account. I don't know what to tell you.
Laura said, "Hey,
We're talking about pizza
I
first.
would like
Pizza first.
Oh my god!
Look at his face.
What pizza? Oh, what's it called? Fly by go.
Fly by to go.
Yeah, shout it out. Shit. It's
What
local.
is it?
Okay, I don't have a promo code anymore, but check out Fly By To Go. They're open from 3 p.m. to I think 11 p.m. It's right off of 7th Street, Missouri. They got bomb ass pizza.
They moved into the place where at the yard, I think, where the seafood joint used to be. I think,
Yeah,
or right next to it.
Somewhere over there. All you have to do is place your order online. You just pull up in your car, let them know hey, I'm outside in my little car, and they'll come bring you the pizza.
It's fire.
And where is this? 7th in Missouri?
Right by the yard.
It's really good.
the yard.
Yeah.
I don't think
So how did that happen?
Buffalo Exchange.
So
You know people in Fox or?
Yes.
Okay.
Friends with Jeremy, mutual friends. My friend runs their social media.
knows
They
everyone.
just came to Manor, dropped off some pizzas before they opened. We tried the pizza bomb, and then they asked if I wanted to do like a promotion for them.
I'll be the judge of his bomb.
No, it's
it's
good.
pretty fire.
It's good.
You gotta try their chicken
Now,
tenders too.
Seems
Do
a
you
little
like
cultured
Detroit
for
style?
Arizona.
Huh?
It seems like it has a little culture for Arizona. You're like, oh.
You gotta like Detroit style
okay.
pizza, but Detroit style pizza is my favorite pizza.
I don't know what Detroit style pizza is.
Well, then I guess you're gonna find out.
You gotta
What
find
is it?
out.
You gonna find out.
It's like the squares or
Yeah,
something.
there's like so many different options you can
It's
get.
cooked in a higher pan. It's a
Yep.
square, and like the edges, sometimes some places have
Crispy.
cheese all the way up to the edge. So there's like no
Man, it
crust.
sounds like a Chicago deep dish.
No, it's way different.
Look, I'll be the judge of the pizza.
It's good.
Fam,
Pizza all tastes the same.
Chicago deep dish is they put the cheese on the bottom and all the ingredients and everything on top.
That's true.
That's not Detroit style. Is normal. Is just cooked in a pan.
I'll
the
be
same
honest
way.
with you. This is the first time I ever heard of Detroit having a style of pizza.
It's the best pizza.
All Detroit has is
It's the
Pimp,
best.
Smog, and GMC. And Burn Rubber. That's the only thing I know about. And the Pistons.
And NMM.
And who?
You're gonna get some
Wait,
angry
no.
comments.
Oh damn! This
Is that
is
right,
it.
Keto?
Oh, Eminem?
Eminem.
She said MMM.
I did not.
Close enough.
Oh, it says
I think you give her
MMM.
laughing at my read earlier.
Eminem.
I'm a professional ad reader.
I didn't know that. I'm gonna go try it because I like trying pizza places. I'm really
Detroit style
on this side
pizza
of town.
They
the
have
best
a
pizza by
chicken
far.
parmesan pizza, fire.
The
Their
veggie one's
vegetarian
good.
pizza, bomb. And I'm not a vegetarian person. I'm like, ooh, I don't know.
Neither. I'm gonna
It's
try it out
facts.
good.
That's
Well,
fire.
you got a good person to talk you up, so I'm gonna go check it out. Fly to go.
Fly by to
Fly
go.
by to go pizza.
Oh, and I think we ordered it and didn't use the promo code. That was kind of stupid. We realized it after the fact. I was like, why didn't we use the promo code?
Should have went back and said, y'all can't honor this.
Yes.
You should.
Hannah ordered it. I was like, did you use the promo code? She was like, oops.
So like I said, Laura said that she wanted to come on here and discuss something that was a
Defend.
big topic on this. And I mean by big topic, but I mean like we talked about it on here because it's so hard when new things pop up. We're talking about Kicks World.
Yup.
When new things, we always gotta check the cameras on because it was so paranoid. But when it comes to new things that like, and seemingly you find out about a lot of new stuff on Instagram. Like you don't like. I haven't seen it on like a sneaker blog or
Like,
anything.
it just popped up out of
It just
nowhere.
comes out of nowhere. So what I mean, and then like one of the things with Kicks World that's big about it was that it had Jeff Staple
Yeah.
tied to it as well. So now, just like all sneakerheads, you take L's. We're all
Like
like.
Staples wagon these days is a little rickety. If I do say so myself.
Hey, don't hate on my guy, all right?
We're gonna ask about him, but
His wagon is a little. It might be 3-wheel motion.
the thing that we
His 3-wheel wagon will run you over.
Oh my god. He's still way more important than I am, but that's not gonna stop.
but the preface of the company that like it introduced itself to everybody else was to rent sneakers.
That is true.
Now that sounds crazy.
Now pickups.
Renting sneakers, because I gotta be honest with you, it sounds crazy.
Have you ever rented a phone, though?
No, I buy my phones.
Okay, have you leased a car?
Absolutely not. My wife would never allow me.
Okay, but you've rented a
money.
hotel room?
I mean, yeah, I can buy it.
Okay.
Yes, but like, we're talking about shoes here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, So clearly, when we talked about it on the show, we talked about it like, who the heck would want to do that? How does it work? So we read the subscriptions off. I was like, God dang, this is expensive. Like the tiers, the subscriptions, like how does it work insurance-wise? So just talk a little bit about the company itself, or what you do for. Or do you work for them, or like?
Yes,
okay.
I'm employed for them. I'm their marketing manager as of now. But yeah, so Kicks World, you can rent shoes, but
Why you say as of now?
You never know. Things might change.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Money talks. So what's up?
damn.
No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, promo.
Look at Mark. Okay.
See what I gotta deal with.
Yeah, so that's what I'm doing for them. But yeah, okay, I know it's crazy. You can rent shoes, but you know you can buy them too. There's a buying
So
option.
we didn't know that. We said, I don't know if you can buy them. I don't know if you rent to own.
Yeah.
We don't know what it. We didn't know.
Yeah, so they're still like essentially in beta mode. You know, like I feel like you said, it's just kind of popped up. It's not everywhere yet. That's the plan. So we're still figuring things out, and it's what's a good way to put it?
Starter.
I don't work for them. I'll just say that.
I don't work for them.
No, I mean, I think people will understand that.
Yeah.
Nothing is perfect when you start it.
Yeah, of course. That's why, like,
I think people just were trying to come up with a new idea in the sneaker world, honestly.
Well,
I mean,
you know what?
I think it's
Well,
ridiculous.
do you guys
but that's-
remember, like, Nike used to let you rent out kids' shoes, like, back in the day? This was, I think, maybe early 2000s?
I thought that was like a tester thing, though.
I don't know, but I
Oh,
remember
I don't
you
know.
used to be able to rent kids' shoes from Nike, and then you can send them back and then swap them.
Oh.
So it's not the craziest
Well, you're
concept.
thinking of the other one that's from like last year or whatever.
okay.
She's talking about in early 2000s.
Oh, okay.
That's stuff.
Yeah.
So, like, okay, so here's the thing. So, what is the preface of the company? The main thing is to rent sneakers, right?
Yeah,
Or a
you can rent
subscription.
shoes, yeah.
Okay. So, how was
Wait,
this?
hold on. Before you go there, the people who started it, what were they doing before? Like, where did they? Why? How did they come to this conclusion?
That is a great question. I know the CEO, he, I think, was in consulting work prior. I don't
Okay.
know how everything came about. I think it was just, let's create something different in the sneaker market and let's see what sticks.
Okay,
Well, and
so people just trying to. I mean,
Right.
that's fine. People trying to capitalize on it.
Well,
Everybody's
no,
a businessman these days.
anytime I see anything on social media business-wise, like I've seen people that create those like things that it's raining, you slip a thing
Oh, yeah,
over
I've
your
seen
shoe,
that.
and I'm like, come on now.
It's not practical. That's why.
Right, and a lot of them are still around, you know. Like I don't understand those companies that make bags for your sneakers. I'm like, I don't carry sneakers with me or that many sneakers, but they're around. People,
Oh, like travel
Yeah.
bags.
yeah, you know what I
Travel
mean.
sneaker
Like
bags,
I'm
stuff
trying
like
to
that.
make my luggage less.
Damn, every time I
you
see
know?
them, they're like 40% off. I don't think they're doing that well.
Oh, I don't know. So, explain the subscription process.
So you can get used shoes, which is like a lower tier, and then you can get new shoes, and then I think the price difference is like 1.5. So I know the first tier for used shoes is like $69, and then new shoes is $99.
So is it like? So it's two groups. One is for used. One is for
Yeah.
new sneakers. Okay.
And then right now, since it's so new, like you're not really, the chance of you getting a used shoe right now is kind of.
Oh, okay. So it's used sneakers based off of everybody who's rented new pairs, and now they're used.
Yeah,
You
but
guys don't
they're
have a
not-
collection of used sneakers.
Yeah, we don't have a collection of
Okay.
used shoes, and the shoes you're getting, like they're lightly worn, like it's VNDS, or it's
Right.
like when there's conditions, it's like it's 9.5 out of 10, it's stuff like
I got
that.
two questions, but no, go ahead. Keep
If
going.
it's too used, like that shoe's gonna get retired. It's like, okay, we're not gonna send you like a cooked shoe, you know,
Right.
like someone's ran through the mud. Like no one wants that. But still, like every shoe's getting cleaned through Rejuvenator. Like we're partnered up with them, so everything's going to
okay.
Rejuvenator. It's getting clean, sanitized. Because I know, like right now with COVID, people are like,
Yeah.
used shoes, but I don't
Shit,
know.
I would be worried about like cat hair and dog hair and stuff. Well, that's stuff.
what
yeah,
I
like
worry
people rent bowling shoes. Like it's not that crazy of a concept.
Well, it's not.
Hold on. Let me, because I
Go
got
ahead.
two questions that I think are relevant to like this part of the conversation. So, as far as inventory goes, because obviously every company because the way I look at it is you're more like a service provider than like a product seller. You know what I mean? Like you're not a manufacturer, you're not selling a product.
Yeah.
But you still have to buy inventory. So that's got to be weird to have. Like, where do they get the inventory from? How much do they have? Like, what? How does that
think
work?
inventory is like a day-to-day basis, and they have credible sources and places they can get it from that they're just building up on.
Okay. So they're not partnering though with like Foot Locker or Nike or
No.
Adidas or anything like that. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, 'cause I don't know if you've gone on their site and like looked, like you can. compare like prices and stuff, it would be like, okay, like size 4, and it says like market value. They're pretty much like the median between like GOAT, StockX, and Stadium Goods.
Oh, okay.
But I think their goal is to beat it by like 10, 20%, you know?
So how do you know how like the inventory now was built up?
Yeah, that was like, I'm just curious, like what?
Okay.
Because to me, I'm thinking like, if you're buying all this stuff and then you rent it until it gets to the point where you can't wear it anymore, number one, is the person at what point are they responsible to buy it? And number two, how does the company I guess if you're charging fees to everyone every month, then I guess that's how you make your money. But it's just kind of weird that like you got to buy all this product and then also care for it, and then at some point it's not. Do they sell? Like, would they sell the stuff that they're not going to send out to people anymore?
Yeah, so
okay. That's a way to
I
make
think
money
their
back
plan is to have maybe like a marketplace for all these used shoes, you know? That way it's like, okay, we can still make money on this. Yeah.
It's getting better.
That way it's not just like, okay.
Not for like us, but like from a business model perspective, it's getting
no.
better.
Business model, we know how business works. They're going to figure it out for themselves.
Yeah.
Now, me as a consumer, like it said, because the first time we talked about it, I looked at the website, looked at everything, and it basically says, like, wear how you want. Like, it doesn't sound like any limitation on how you wear it. So if I am in the top tier and I rent a new Union 1, I can wear it how I want to wear it.
What if you wear Yeezy 2 to, like, Bonnaroo?
But are you going to take those unions and, I don't know, run them over with your car?
Well, I mean, what if I go hoop in them?
No, what if you wear to Bonnaroo? Like, what
I
if
don't
you
know
wear
what that is.
Fam, like what's the one that happens in the desert in California? It's the same thing in Tennessee.
Festival.
You're like Coachella.
Coachella stuff. Like,
Bonnaroo's the one that happens in Tennessee. Same thing. Or I think Tennessee.
I have no idea.
But what same thing?
I'm sure there's like a penalty for that. I know.
A penalty?
Okay.
I don't know. They're still working things out.
Okay, see, that's what I want to know. Like, I want to know if I get a shoe. First of all, okay, you know what? Let's talk the subscriptions first. So, bottom tier is how much?
69, yeah, for used.
Okay, so bottom tier for brand new is 99.
Yeah, 99.
Okay, now that, from what I saw on the website, that is like a specific price range of sneaker, right?
Yeah, it's up to $300.
And is that retail of the sneaker or resale price of the sneaker?
Yes, it's resale. It's market value.
Okay, so that would be like max 300. What's a 300? Like a Syracuse Dunk.
Yeah,
that would be
like
there.
That.
Okay, and then clearly the toppest of top tiers would be your Union 1s and
Chunky
stuff like
Dunkies,
that. Okay,
whatever, depending on your size, because I know smaller sizes go for.
So that was like kind of my thing was like, how do you make tiers for sneakers when like some of the top tier sneakers are cheaper retail price than some of the lower tier sneakers? Like there a Terracotta 14. I don't know if that's considered lower or higher based on market value. I don't know what market value is, but like it's 200 retail. But a Chunky Dunky retail is what?
100.
Like $100. But it's top tier, so I'm like, why would I gotta pay a high tier?
Yeah, it's because it's resale value.
I know it's resale value, but that would be a hard thing for me. So
yeah.
So I don't know if you know, but how many subscribers do you possibly know? Like how many?
It's roughly under 1,000 what they have right now.
Oh wow.
So
honestly, that's kind of more than I expected, to tell you the truth. So like, and they are all renters.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I feel like each case is like day to day because I do run their like their community app where it's like, oh, you can text Sloan and get like information from her, and there's a lot of people who do reach out to be like, hey, can I buy this shoe? And then like it's literally just case to case.
So then what's the turnaround from like I make a subscription, I pick a shoe, and it comes to me? How long does that?
It takes about 10 days.
10 days, okay. And then I have a week, or is it a month?
You get a month, yeah.
Oh, you get a month with it.
Yeah,
okay.
It's a full month, no commitment. So after that, you're like, all right, cool, you know what? It's been a month. I don't like this. I don't want my shoe. Just contact us, send it back.
So then what is Jeff Staple's involvement? Is he just kind of co-signing it, or is he involved?
He's the creative director.
Oh, so he's a part of it. Oh,
yeah, he's a part of it.
Then, so what's the store? What's the store in New York he's affiliated with now?
Staple? Pigeon?
No, not that one. He's affiliated with Sneaker Shop.
I don't know.
I forgot. Because I think they closed the Staple Pigeon store and opened it inside that. Anyways, that doesn't have anything to do with the brand. It's just him specifically.
That, I'm not sure. I would say no.
Okay.
I would say...
We've done raffles and stuff
So...
before.
Based off of like what you guys are saying, like are people like typically like enjoying it, or like I don't know how to really ask that question because like I don't know a single person who's done it. Like, is the purpose based on social media? Because it feels like something for people to like show off what they have for a month and then take it.
You can like fake flex with it, like, oh look, I got these, like for content creators or like for YouTubers. Like if you're constantly doing like shoe reviews, like if you do the math for it, you're probably spending more money buying shoes and then trying to have to flip them than you could with like Kicks World. Or two, like, I don't know, say your kids, I don't know how old they are, but like they're like, oh hey dad, I want these new shoes, and you're like, yeah, that's not happening, you're smoking dicks. Like, let's try Kicks World.
Tell my kids that.
You know, like you just
my wife will be like, yo, get out.
Facts, but you know, so it's like, okay, I just, depending what your budget is or for whoever it is, or if you're in high school, you can spend X amount and like, all right, cool, well, I've got a pair of Obsidian 1s, and you know that's like the hottest sneaker for like Jordan 1 fans right now.
So then do I say, all right, I'm going to keep these again?
Mm-hmm. You can.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I just pay my $9 keep them again. Now, as the many times as I keep it, do you guys say, hey, you've checked out the Travis Scott 4 9 times, which has come to a total of something, you can now own this?
Yeah, they're still working stuff out where it's like, okay, you've kind of might have surpassed what you're paying monthly for this shoe, and maybe, you know, discounting it, or they're also working on a savings account. So say you're spending that $69 a month or the $99 a month, a percent of that is going to a savings account. So if you do want to buy this shoe, it's like you have that credit to do it.
It's getting a little better. This is my question. It's very important. You just touched on it a little bit. But it seems if you don't get full value for what you're paying, say like you said the Travis Scott, you keep the Travis Scott the entire time for however many months in a row, and maybe so maybe that's why. Are you sending them a new? Like they're sending you the used Travis Scott, and then you're sending them a new one, or would they get to keep the same pair?
Yeah, you hold on to that same pair. So say you're renting the Travis Scotts, right? You're paying the top tier a month. You're just gonna keep paying that as long as you hold it.
Okay.
And as soon as
more months and more months, not just one. Okay.
Yeah, you keep the shoe. You're not sending anything back until you're like, all right, I'm completely done with this. I don't want it anymore. It comes with a return label, so you don't even have to worry about that.
Okay. So then I guess my question would be, and again, you touched on it briefly, is if someone's close to paying for the shoe completely, are they then like one more payment and you're done? Or how? It just seems like, I know everything is always, for every business, everything's always slanted in the business favor.
Yeah.
But like, what's the difference between, or what makes it better doing that as opposed to just financing? And by financing, I don't necessarily mean like with a percentage, but financing, because every once in a while, I won't say the name, but the company does the 0% financing where you can finance the shoe over 12 months or whatever.
Yeah, there's
and you
like
own
a firm and afterpay and stuff
Right.
like that. I think that is something they're still trying to figure out and that they do want to work on.
Because if you eventually own it, then I'm cool with it. It's getting a lot better. But if you don't own it and you still got to pay it at the end, like you pay $1,500 for like a $1,200 shoe, I'm not down with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they will be marked down, and like each month you get a percentage of what you're paying. I want to say it's roughly 15%.
Okay.
Of what you pay monthly goes into like a savings account. So if you do want to buy the shoe, it's a little marked down, and then you have like, I feel like it's essentially store credit.
Okay.
Just apply that to the shoe. So it's like, okay, I've been renting the shoe for, I don't know, 8 months. Like, all right, it's half off, you know, since that's what your store credit accumulates
And you can
to.
only rent one at a time?
No.
Oh, I can rent more than one?
You can rent,
Yeah,
it's up to a
though.
value.
Oh, wait.
The top tier, you get more shoes.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
$500
so
a month.
Okay.
Say there was like some shoes.
Wait, it's $500 a month?
No, the top tier, it's up to $2,000.
Oh, wow.
The value of the shoe
Holy
is up to $2,000.
Yeah, so if you
Yeah,
want
the resale value, not the monthly.
No, but I thought the monthly fee's higher too.
No, the
It's
monthly is like $250.
$4.99.
Right?
I believe so.
I think it's $250 for the top. I can't remember. I don't know.
$249 is too much.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was $4.99, but I'm not trying to badmouth the company. I'm just saying, you know, we're here to find out in case this is, you know, people are interested in.
I'm not like.
Yeah, our top tier for new shoes is $4.99, and then if you want lightly worn, it's $2.99. So if you're okay with a slightly worn shoe that's been cleaned,
Right.
that's not a bad deal.
I think it's cool that they're partnering with Rejuvenator or any brand except Jason Mark, because Jason Mark trash. But is Jason Mark Asian too? Am I really he's not?
Wow.
Okay. I'm curious. I don't know. I thought someone told me that.
I'm gonna send you the sensitivity class.
Fam, I wrote a story that sensitivity class don't work.
So anyway,
What is he? Is he white?
Go on, man. We don't need that.
I know we don't need that.
By the way, the store that I was trying to think of is Extra Butter.
Extra butter.
That's
oh,
who
I forgot about
Staple
extra
is
butter.
working with.
Oh, really?
Or was. So Reed Space opened in Extra Butter or something like that, but the parent company of Extra Butter, Rise, and then a store that I actually went to in Nashville, he works with that store, something like that.
Yeah, I don't know what his relationship is with stores outside of Kicks or anything like that.
I'm not gonna
He's
ask
just putting
you.
his name on everything.
I'm not gonna ask you. Would you recommend it? Because
Jay's gonna be mad at me after this episode.
But who was this targeted towards?
I think it's really good for females, to be honest.
Okay.
Females coming into the game now, I feel like they don't really know about a lot of shoes and they aren't really sure, so for someone like that, this is perfect for high schoolers. Say you're working a minimum wage job, you can't afford much, but you still want sneakers. You can pay that monthly subscription and get them.
Is it I feel like it might be not for I feel like it's for
Well, you're
it's
rich,
all
so it's definitely not for
beginners.
you. You just buy it.
You know what? If I didn't work for them and I was just a consumer, I wouldn't be mad at it because I have so many shoes and I'm running out of space. So it's okay, cool. I have this dope fit and I want to wear these shoes, but I don't have them.
Right.
Is it overnight shipping or?
Their shipping is 5 to 10 days. But
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure if you really bugged them, we could be hey, we'll try to get this to you as soon as possible. Anything's possible.
See, a couple people had tried to say I can understand it for special occasions or something, and I was
It's definitely for some people. It just ain't for me.
That's
Yeah,
why I said I wouldn't be mad at it because.
and you know what it is? I think
But see, here's the thing. We weren't mad. That's just the impression that people get. Like I was saying
I'm
about
just
other
baffled.
stuff.
Yeah, it's
I'm not-
definitely something different. You've never really seen.
I'm not angry about it. I'm not hating on them. That's what I want to clear up with everybody. If I say F you or whatever, then you know I don't
Hater.
like
No, I'm just
what I'm talking about. Because I will say F you to certain brands on here. I have said it before. But no, I'm not against it, and I don't dislike it. For me, as being 41 years old, I was just... I guess for me, I look at things in value. I got into back into sports cards, obviously, since I was a little kid. But that's because I know if I get this, I know it's worth this if I get it graded, or I know it's worth this if I hold it for this much time. So to me, owning a home is better than renting a home.
Facts.
Owning sneakers, even though if you want more, you got to buy them up, is better than renting. So to me, it was just financially not sound thing. So that was my point of view the first time. I think it sounds a little bit better now based on learning more about it. And it's definitely, the business model is going to work. I mean, there's no doubt about that.
Well, my whole thing was just that, when you look on the website or when you look on the social media or when you see anything about it, it's the concentration seems to be on tired of taking L's, know.
Yeah. Also, I don't like the corny promotion. Not necessarily just with them, with everyone.
And that seems to be clearly the issue with being a sneakerhead. You constantly everyone complains about taking the losses and L's and stuff like that. So it's
sneakers is
big
trending
thing.
every time there's a release. Now.
Right.
That's
So
true.
I feel that promotion towards that, I guess, could be where people who are fed up, I guess. I feel the definition or the sneakerhead title is slowly fading away, especially if you can't even build up your collection or whatever.
Yeah.
But now that I'm well, if I rent a sneaker, am I still a sneakerhead or am I just that's why I said I just feel it's not for older people. But I don't know if I feel it's marketing towards younger people. It's marketing towards my emotions at that time where it's I'm so sick of every single drop, and then I'll see you post Grinches, thanks Cakes World, and I'm okay.
I think the point about people newly getting into sneakers, it being marketed towards them is a good point, I think. I mean,
Yeah.
I think that's really what
And
it
that's
is.
the thing too, you know, say you're paying for the second level of the month or whatever, and you are taking all these L's on sneakers. It's like, well, you know what? This month I have these shoes. I'm gonna get these shoes next month, and you can already have it ready to go. That way, it's like, okay,
Dang, the new thing is going to be sharing screenshots of your
yes,
shipped order.
So
facts,
you have
I like that.
Pickup, new pickup. It's going to be like you get it in a month, but it's a new pickup.
that might be
Okay.
like.
And that's the
that
thing
might
too.
end up being
You
that.
could get it and you'd be like, okay, like for you guys, like if you want to talk about shoes on here and you're like, you know what, these are whack, I don't want them, send that shit back.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Rent it for like show purposes to show on camera.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea. But we need to be sponsored for that.
Sneak
I mean, let's
disc
be
promo
honest.
code coming
Oh,
soon.
you can send those free.
Yeah, I mean,
you
we
send a
need
free
to-
review and send them
We
back.
need to be sponsored for that.
Look,
Hold on.
I think all ideas when it comes to something as big as sneakers is never a bad idea. It's just you have to get really used to it. Because I know all these third-party apps and stuff like that resells. You know, I was never big into like sending my stuff. George was sending like sneakers in the mail to Flight Club back in the day. I
yes.
just
Not
never,
like one pair, like a gigantic box with like 8 pairs. of
Yeah, and I would never. I'd be like, I just don't even want to do it. Like the convenience, and then like with all the apps now, it's much easier. You hit an app,
Oh,
you
it's
push the thing,
so
you sell, you
convenient, yeah.
ship it off, they send you a label, all that stuff.
You
Like that
still
stuff
don't
is
wanna do it.
perfect. Yeah, I mean, I do it more than I have in the past. I just don't want to get rid of my stuff now.
Hey, there's
with-
nothing wrong with that.
So that's why, like, I'm not mad at the business. I'm mad at. I'm always like for creating of new ideas and stuff like that. My whole thing is that like. I always want to know like the direction, where it's going, you know, how it's going. I feel like that kind of transparency is always good. Like, do you guys, or do they have a full-size run of Chunky Dunkies? Like, or is it like, oh, they only got an 11, 12, and a...
if you need your size, you can rent your size.
oh, okay.
Okay,
That's
so that,
good to know.
that was going to be my next question is how quickly are they getting the new product? Like have it at the same time as release or...
I feel like it's about the same thing.
Okay.
Once it becomes more obtainable, you're still gonna wait that like 5 to 10 days. If
Okay.
it's something that's already been out, you're gonna get it a little quicker.
Okay. Yeah, because I didn't know if, like, you know, if I take the L today and, like, I go on Kicks World tomorrow and you guys...
You gonna get it in a week?
I mean...
Are you guys talking about being affiliated with anything like StockX or Goat or any stuff like that, or can't talk about it?
That I'm not
That's
sure.
no, that's all right. That's a can't talk about it face. We know that.
Yeah.
We've done enough of these.
I definitely will
We're
say...
experts at reading people, I think,
Yeah.
by now.
I'm
so.
interested in it. I'm interested in the ideal of it, and I want to hear from somebody who's actually doing it, you know, just to kind of see if it works out. You know, a lot of people did say to us, like, I live in New York City, and I have the smallest apartment on earth, and I would still never rent sneakers just for space purposes. And I talk about it with, you know, some of the homies all the time. Like, I'm just sick and tired of looking at the sneakers in the closet, the space. And I'm like, oh, my God. Like, it's just overwhelming at times, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Now, will it make me rent sneakers? I don't know. I think it's just more of the like title of it, like rent sneakers. It just doesn't sound.
Yeah, I think with the sneaker community, it's like, oh, okay, you're just trying to fake flex. I feel like there's a lot of amnosty.
See, that's
from
what. That's the
people.
first thing that everybody says is like, oh, so everybody's gonna rent sneakers and act like they got it now, and they really don't.
Yeah.
Which, essentially nowadays, I don't really believe everybody, anyways. You know what I mean? Like,
Facts.
I don't believe everything I see on the internet. Like some people do. You know, some people will see somebody post a Travis Scott one and be like, man, he's dope. You know, I'm like, okay, so
Yeah, because I mean that could be his friend shoe. You never know.
Right, and are there like authenticators and stuff to verify you
Yep.
gu's
They
and
have
stuff?
a team of authenticators at their warehouse, so whenever stuff comes in, they make sure it's legit, send it out.
Okay, so I feel like I didn't see it on the website, but I was like, well, how do they know what they have is, you know, real? Like if I get in the mail, I'm like these are fake, like, you know, or
No,
whatever.
I mean, as like a content creator or whatever you want to call it, when they reached out to me to like partner up just as like an influencer or whatever, I was skeptical. I was like, okay, this company just popping up out of nowhere and you guys are
right.
getting these shoes that I like, because I asked for some, you know, shoes that are up there in value, and I was just like, okay, that's kind of sus.
Right, and like you just said, like it popped up out of nowhere. I'm like, how do they already have this stuff already? I was like, they just got 10 pair of Union Ones laying around, and I could
Yeah,
rent.
like that's pretty skeptical. I can see that side of it, but you know, working with them more, I got my shoes. Like everything's been legit. It's been good. You know, no complaints.
So when you say you got your shoes, like you buy them or you're part of it too, like.
I am a part of it. Yes, there's
Okay.
nothing wrong with that.
No. I'm asking. No, I feel like anybody a part of something should utilize it as well. Like,
I
it's
mean, I
proven.
work for them too, so
Right.
I don't know how that is as an employee yet. What our rules and restrictions are, I'm gonna assume it's the same as a consumer.
Right.
But if there was a shoe that I got that I really want, I'd be like, okay, like let's pay for this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So then, like, I mean, clearly you've been in sneakers forever. You buy stuff, you have stuff. But, like, do you rent stuff as well? Is that what it's called?
That's essentially what I'd be doing.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Oh, okay. So,
Yeah, so,
okay.
Like my Travis Scott's, for example, like
Right.
I just got those, and I don't know if that's a shoe I would want to keep in my collection.
Okay.
So
So it's like one of those ones like, oh, I just want to wear it and then send it back. Okay.
Yeah, but I'm also a hoarder. I kind of want everything.
Right. I mean, that's how we all are.
But
But
I feel like he probably feels better about it because then I'm able to get my new shoes. But then it's like, okay, you're not keeping these.
see, I will tell you this,
Sometimes.
like, I mean, for lack of a better term, influential as you are on social media, that helps to know that you're doing it. Like, that's a big thing about it is, like, I'll tell you this, when it comes to people, like, one thing I like about us when we do, like, eBay stuff, like, we actually use eBay. We're on eBay all the time.
Oh, yeah.
We've been using eBay forever. Like, we've never went away from eBay. Now, it's like, you see people on social media like, yo, look what I got. Thanks, eBay. I don't know if they actually got those from eBay. I have no idea whatsoever. But, like, hearing you say, like, yeah, I got my Travis Scott like that, that's a big, important thing. Like, because there are people who look at your page and know you and look at you and say, oh, shoot, if Laura's doing it, then I'll give it a whirl then. Like, it's not too bad, I mean, there are subscriptions to everything now. My son, my oldest son, he subscribes to the soaps. Like, he gets soap in the mail, Sasquatch soap.
Oh, I thought you meant like soap operas. I was like, what?
No,
Subscribe
he
to
gets
soap?
like
Man, what?
soap and he gets razors in the mail. And he pays like $18 a month. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and they'll send him 3 bars of soap for 3 months.
And I think something like this too, it's important to be transparent, especially like you said, like being somebody who influences the sneaker community, as weird as that still is to me. It's
Right.
just like if I'm just like, oh yeah, here's Kicks World, and like I don't
Right.
say much about it, I feel like, okay, is it really that believable? So like my DMs are always open, my comments are always open. People are always asking like, hey, like how does this work? Do you like it? And like I think it's dope.
Okay. I mean, that's good. And like I said, I'm glad you came on and talked about it. I'm glad you reached out to want to come on and talk about it. And if anybody else in the company wants to come and talk about it, add anything to it, it's more than welcome as well. We do phone interviews all the time and stuff like that. But, like I said, you have to understand sneakerheads, of course, they're going to be skeptical. Our whole thing is like essentially collecting,
Yeah.
It's mental illness. Like, we're all like, it's out of control. Like, I mean, come on. We all look at shoes all day and have tons of shoes. And
I know.
we look out the window for UPS and we tracking numbers. We can't even keep track of our tracking numbers. It's so out of control sometimes.
No,
you know
that
what I
is
mean?
true.
So it's like, I'm always like, it's one of those healthy things where, we've all loved it. We're a part of it. The culture itself is like, some getting better for some, getting worse for some. It's getting new, it's getting bad. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a part of it. And I feel like any new business that comes in that has something to say and want to find a place, that's awesome. Like, it's always good. Hopefully it works out phenomenally for them. Like, I couldn't tell you if it would or wouldn't. I think it's on track to do it, but I'll tell you, when all these third-party apps first came out, I was like,
I know. I remember when StockX came out.
yeah, it wasn't until like those, like even StockX, George convinced me to do. Like, he was like all for it, huh?
What?
Like StockX and stuff
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. Like, he would be first to all the stuff, and I would just be like, I don't know about that.
You're like,
now,
yeah.
I'll tell you this: if
Well, because if you think about it, at the very beginning, it was like a stock market for sneakers. That sounds stupid, but then when you look into it, it's like genius. Like,
right,
you list, it's sure, eBay's been doing it forever. You list what you want and someone else, but on eBay, you can't list a want. You know what I mean? That's the one thing that
That's
I
true.
never understood why they didn't do that. Is like, maybe they will now with the new sneaker thing, but it's like, that's where Luber got it right, where he said there's always an ask, but is there a want that you can just take the bid of? You know what I mean? So like, that's where he got that right.
and see, I'll tell you, with like Kicks World, I said this year was going to be my year of like buying the stuff that like I passed, that we talk about a lot, like Wimbledon's. I won Wimbledon AirTech Challenge 2s. They came out in 2013, and they were on $550. And I can't buy terracottas for $200 and then go buy a Dunk for $100 and then go buy another one. Now I got like 4 or 5 shoes that I'm like, I feel okay about, but I consider AirTech Challenge 2 Wimbledon like, oh my God, I need it. Now, like I said, knowing that you use it, it kind of makes me feel a little bit like,
And plus, you could buy them.
And like I said, like I'm not gonna sit there and say I'm gonna do it, but like, I mean, if I want to Grinch, you know what I mean? Like I'll tell you, if Jordan did it, I'd be inclined. You know what I mean? Like it only takes to do that. But like I said, I like hearing somebody who actually does it.
Yeah.
Anybody can get on social media and be like, thanks, Kicks World. But like it's good for people to hear that, and for a lot of girls that like I talk to who listen to the podcast. You know, some of them, they claim, I'm not a sneakerhead at all whatsoever. I'm not. They still buy sneakers here and there, but it could be perfect for them. They like to wear,
I think it's perfect for girls like that, or even like kids too, who aren't sure what they like yet,
Right.
or like there's a new release coming out and they're like, okay, you know what, this is not as dope as I thought.
Right.
Like you see it online, you get it in hand, you're like, okay, this is whack, I don't want this anymore. Instead of having to go through that trouble, like, dang, am I gonna get my money back? How am I gonna sell this? Like, just swap it out.
And that's one of the things too, like with sneakerheads, like it doesn't matter like what we buy or what we keep. In the back of our minds, it's like, I'll be able to sell this down the road. You just automatically feel like that. Even like when you wear them, we wear them lightly. None of us are like running around and are, because it's like, you know what? I know.
You say beat about everything though. You would just go to the store, you'd be like, oh, they're beat.
You know what? I say that too. I say all my shoes are beaters.
I mean, look, when you wear something, but I don't have a ton
I don't
of like
care about Jordan 1
value.
lows being beaters. Jordan 1s are supposed to be worn.
No. See, I don't care about stuff like that being beat. I care about.
I don't want to beat like an Air Max 1 that has like suede on it. I don't want to beat that.
Oh yeah.
No. See, I don't mind beating stuff that like I could get again. Us beating Jordan.
Yeah, we know certain stuff's coming back out. Yeah.
You and I beating Jordan 1 lows because we were buying Jordan 1 lows when nobody cared about it. Like we stocked up. I mean, I've got doubles of certain pairs, so we beat them up in that. But now it's like, shoot, I don't want to beat them up now because everybody wants them now, and it's like,
I don't care.
They're
about
hitting.
I do because. I mean,
no, because you can't ruin a. you have to go to like the extent of the earth to ruin a Jordan 1 low or a Jordan 1. I mean, unless you got like. You probably could ruin like.
Yo, I have the '85 Chicago ones, right?
Oh yeah.
Like the actual
OG,
made in '85. You're saying? Okay, yeah.
I stepped in dog shit yesterday.
That's on the bottom. That's fine.
It's on the bottom.
That's on the bottom.
I don't know.
You could ruin like what's the white one called again? The one you got
neutral gray.
You could ruin that. You can't ruin like black reds.
I mean,
Royals.
It's a darker color.
You just can't. You know what I mean? Like even if it's yellowed on the white part right here,
It still
even
looks
if it's
good.
yellowed. It's still
stepping on
fire.
dog poop, I'd be more concerned with what I stepped on, like in my car,
When
in my
I wore
house.
when I wore those Kith Ultra Boost to New Orleans and we went like in the cemetery and I stepped in dog shit, I cleaned it off like 5 minutes later. They were fine. I mean, it didn't get up the side. It just got on the like.
You want to clean my shoes?
outsole. I would not be surprised if somebody does this service and turns their Instagram into like a famous Instagram. I would not be shocked.
I wouldn't be surprised either.
mean,
That's the kind of shit people like.
Yeah.
I mean,
I feel like,
damn, you turn into an influencer based off this like rental company. The rental company should be like playing that up.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if
Greg the influencer coming soon.
Greg,
People get famous for like.
I don't think you can. It's
Who's
too
Greg?
late for that now.
What do you mean?
I mean, people still building
media's not going
gigantic
away.
social media platforms based off like my sneaker picks. Like I feel like it's so many people that are solidified who've been doing it for so long. Like, what's a brand new one?
So,
I mean,
what does that mean?
I don't.
There's a lot of girls that I feel like are popping up now.
Well, I feel like there's a ton of girls popping up right
Listen,
now.
it's
And
not
a
the
lot of
idea.
them-
It's not the idea that we talked about showing kids like a 20-year-old movie or showing kids a 20-year-old toy and then getting their reaction on camera. It's not revolutionary like that. But people can still build a social media presence with anything. Human behavior doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I
just
agree
feel
with
like
you on
it's
that.
I feel like it could be your entry card into a culture or society and be a part of something. Like
Yeah.
there are people that like try to buy stuff and they're like really uncomfortable with the process. There are people I remember when we would do raffles or stand in lines at Nike and stand in places. That was their first time ever doing that. They didn't know what to do. Like they're out there with their mom or girlfriend. Like
hello.
do we get a pair? I'm like, no, we're number
You know, I
115 in
still
line.
see
We're
that
probably
day
not.
today at Manor.
Yeah, like so like there
People
are
are
people who are
confused.
like still so like, so like if I get a ticket, do I get one? Like, no man, you trying to give us money. Like there's still that thing. So like if this could be your entryway into something that you want to be a part of, like 100%. Like it's like I'm a young kid or I'm 20 and like I want to be in the culture, you know what I mean? And like I said, fake flexing, I don't even know what that means anymore because I don't know who's real flexing anymore. Like
Well, could we ever tell?
No, we couldn't because
Unless they have a room. Let's say show the room of sneakers or whatever.
Even that it doesn't mean
Okay,
nothing
so what are you
because
saying?
honestly, we talk about
Hey,
the
how many
podcast.
pairs do you have?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, how many you got?
I would say of just my shoes alone that I own, like 270.
All right, that's
something.
not
Oh, I thought you were about to say 2,000.
Yeah, we
I
know-
was about to be
Oh
like,
no.
look at this table. I thought you were say 2,000.
We know some people have like 600.
Oh,
so
shoot.
It's, yeah, I haven't counted in a while.
And this is at least like 10 plus years of collecting, right? Or
yeah, I've been collecting since 2006, 2005.
okay, all right. So yeah, it's not like in the last 3 years or 2 years or something.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
you know
George
what? I
has more
just
than you.
woke up and there
You're
were my
right.
shoes.
You spent all the inheritance on sneakers, sure.
But like I said, when it comes to social media and sneakers like that, we come and do this podcast. Nobody would really know what we had, to tell you the truth. I could
That's
come on this
true.
podcast and be like, I got 1,000. Who gonna know?
You know what they need to do?
What they gonna do? They gonna prove it?
They need to send the shoes in like one of those clear, like with the clear pull-out box or whatever. That's what they need to do
Why?
instead of the regular shoe box.
Why?
It's like more of an incentive.
Do you get to keep the box?
No, I mean it from like a aesthetic standpoint, it looks better.
Oh,
You don't think that's a better idea?
I don't know. I don't buy clear boxes, so.
I understand that,
sounds
but like
a unnecessary cost.
maybe, but
You just added $15
Roll that
to
in.
the subscription.
yeah.
I don't know. They do have like their own tissue paper that goes in the box, and the shoes do come in this cool like little clear like bag that goes in the shoe. They are working on some different like packaging ideas
Alright.
too.
Oh,
so-
it doesn't come in the original box then?
No,
right?
yeah, it does.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
See, I'd read about the original box being all beat up and trashed, hands
Yeah.
on it and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's a lot of things they're still working out, and it's cool to see like behind the scenes of all that and like
Right.
their thought process behind things and being able to help with it is cool.
All right. What's the website again?
It's KYX.world.
Okay. That's good, man. I appreciate you coming on and talking about it.
Of
like I said,
course.
man. I appreciate both of you coming on. It's been a long time coming, man. This is episode 236.
Yeah. I mean, well, you can say that about the entire Manor staff at this point.
We talked to Jimmy before a little bit
Oh, when?
at
Yeah, at the event, but he didn't.
Didn't
no,
have
I don't
those or
think he did. Oh, maybe you did something without me then.
no, you were there.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't remember.
He's been talking about forever. Oh yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, Jeremy's busy.
He is busy,
There's
but
a lot going on.
he also doesn't like to talk. So
He's not a super duper talker. Sometimes.
He's a Libra. He's
I was
smart.
like, yeah.
so am I.
It took me about a year and a half
damn
just to come in
podcast.
here, so
I don't believe it. You believe in astrology like that?
yeah, she does.
He's to it to the T.
I'm a Capricorn. What's a Capricorn?
I don't know nothing about you.
Oh my god.
Wait, is your birthday like in January?
January 13th.
Y'all are dramatic.
Oh, facts.
Facts.
Million% facts.
Okay,
dramatic.
His
okay.
wife would say that.
Oh yeah, I'm dramatic. My kids are dramatic. It passed down genetics. I'm a dramatic person. My daughter tells the most elaborate stories of all time, and it's literally about just going down the slide. That's no joke.
Hey, that's imagination, okay?
I love it, though. I appreciate you, Laura, Mark, coming to
Of
the podcast. Like I
course.
said,
Thank
it's been
you
a long
guys
time
again.
coming. Of course, man. Next time, like I said, 7 3/8 for the hat. I don't know what George was. 9.
Size 8?
A football helmet.
Oh,
Preferably
Okay.
a new era football helmet.
Fire.
Do they make football helmets?
So for you, we can.
For me,
Oh,
I appreciate that. Well, we can't let you out of here. Favorite shoe of all time. I mean, I think that's definitely something that the listeners want to know about.
oh,
You can't
You know
let you out of here
what?
without that.
Mine is his shoe.
I'll stop.
Wow. Just saved it at the end right there.
It's always gonna be my shoe.
Yours too?
Yeah.
All right.
has to be.
That's respect.
Top. I'll just give you guys like a top.
I
three.
mean,
How
the
about
shoe
that?
is fire, so
What's
it's
the top
not like.
three?
But here's the thing. Hold on.
Oh, no.
Before you do top
Has
3.
to be.
No. But it's not like it was one of like kids' Dornbeckers, and they're like, "Oh, it's my favorite shoe." No. This shoe is legitimately fire. Like you can make an argument for it being there, as opposed to just like,
Appreciate that.
Top 10 Air Max 1 of all time to me.
But if
I'm
I
not
were,
having that conversation because I don't know. Who knows?
but definitely like top 3, it'd be like my shoe, '94 Chicago, and a Black Cement 3.
Okay.
Dang, Black Cement 3s. I hate 3s. Actually, I don't know, man.
Did you cop? Oh, you didn't cop grays because you didn't say it.
Now, Carmine 6 is better than
Oh.
Cool Gray 3s.
Cool Gray 3s.
I don't know.
I'll choose Cougar 3s.
I don't know. I will tell you this. I don't care for either one as much, but man, everybody I seen rocking them this weekend, I was like, dang.
Since you said 3s, I'm a Manier 3. How you feel about it? Have you seen it yet?
No, I don't think so.
You've seen it. You had to see
You
it.
know what my favorite shoe
Joints are
is?
fire.
I'm not sure.
A Soulfly
see.
3, but they don't come in my size.
So with the orange?
I like those.
Ew, those are whack. Out of everything you got, you like that?
I like those.
Ain't them like DJ Khaled or something? They got like the orange.
Oh, okay. Actually, okay, yeah, those are
Okay,
fine.
I like those.
I do like those.
I like those, but
It reminds me of like of a neutral gray, low key.
it does. Them joints are super duper fire. But I think
But,
they're women's.
yeah, those are
supposedly.
dope.
I think I heard
Oh, I
the
didn't see
women's.
that.
1, 2.
Well, she's happy.
They're making like toddlers and kids.
Oh, we should have your size then.
Let me tell you. You know what I'm sick and tired of? You know what I'm sick and tired of? I'm sick and tired of them making kids and toddler shoes. For what? Break all them sneakers down and make an extra full size run for everybody else.
Facts.
Why does a toddler need an almond Meniere? Like, who needs that? Why does a toddler need an off-white? Like, come on, man. Break that down, make a couple more adult sizes, and call it a day. To me.
You know what? We will start having toddler dunks at Manor.
Manor is coming up. Boy, they
Yes,
get everything.
we just got Jordan brand
Yeah,
no,
when
when
does
did that
that
come in?
Yeah, when does that start?
tomorrow.
Oh,
Like-
that MA shoe?
No, I'm just
Oh.
kidding.
Oh, my God.
Greg thought he was copping.
No, we have our call with Jordan Brand tomorrow at like 9 a.m. to see like everything coming out on holiday. We realistically probably won't. I feel like April, May, we might get a quick strike or two, but if not, realistically,
sevens.
holiday.
That actually brings up one more good question.
Flint
So
sevens are fire. I didn't
how-
care for them back in the day.
Had them.
Like Flint
I know.
Had them back in high school. It was pretty
Flint
fun.
sevens are fire.
no, they're not.
Slept on.
So, anyways, just kidding.
How often do you have to get your order in for the rep? Is that something that you haven't even discussed yet, or do you like with
So,
Nike? I guess.
I'm pretty sure Nike and Jordan Brand go hand in hand. You have to do like a holiday pre-book like 6 months in advance. So
Okay.
what we're seeing now is for holiday, but there's quick strikes. So for Jordan Brand, retros 1 through 13, those are all quick strikes. You see that maybe 2 months in advance.
Okay.
Unless it's like, I don't know how it's gonna work now because we just got our account.
Right.
So you would think, okay, like next month we should see a quick strike, but I don't think we're gonna be seeing one. That's how it is with Nike too. Like we see stuff like a month or two prior. So like,
So you don't have to do it 6 months out unless it's like a specific thing like
yeah, if
holiday
it's
or
like a
All-Star
general
game or
release
something.
shoe,
Okay.
something like that. But like for the Bacons, for example, we saw that like a couple months ago. They were just like, hey, do you guys want these? Like, duh, of course we want those.
Fire.
Yeah, but I think that happens with every store though, right? Like they have to ask where it's almost like sheepish, kind of stupid question. Do you want these? And it's like, yeah, obvious, duh.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's how, like, their ACG shoes are, too. Like, and there's some quick strikes that we don't take because we don't have a lot of storage. So there's, like, some shoes, like, there was that Air Max 95, but it was kind of constructed differently. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Like the CDG Air Man?
No, it was the Air Max 95. It was literally the same, like, neon colorway. I forgot what it's called.
Oh,
came
the
out last week or
destructive.
two.
Yeah,
or whatever.
something
Yeah,
like that. Like, that was a quick strike.
Yeah, but that no
we
one
were
cares
like,
about that. So
do
that's-
we want those? No.
They don't penalize you for that, or
In a sense, they can. If you're not
Okay.
taking in enough quick strikes, you won't get enough quick
Sure,
strikes. Like,
sure.
I think we were supposed to get the plums at one point, and we just didn't because we weren't taking in enough product.
gotcha.
Man, I could have got pumped.
I don't know. You probably wouldn't have answered.
Well, yeah.
I would have called you like 4 times.
Hey,
Not for a
You
size
actually
12
said it.
because all the size 12s are gone.
All right.
Never
let's
make
get
that
outta here.
mistake again.
Hey, we are hiring.
Yeah, you're hiring part
No. See, no. This is. You need to fire all the size 12 people. That's the thing.
Yeah, the whole
The
staff.
whole squad.
The whole
basically.
staff is size 12.
Once I talked to Jeremy and I knew he was a size 12 like years back, I knew it was like, all right, man, I'm not ever getting anything there. I'm going to have to get like a
But
little
you
bit
know
of that.
what? Jeremy genuinely doesn't take a lot of the shoes that we get in. He really doesn't.
Oh, that's good.
We raffle them off. There's like every dunk release, he has not got one.
Really?
Yeah.
Like he wants it?
I would be surprised.
Like he wants it, but he's
Uh-huh.
like, you know what? I'd rather let a customer get it.
Dang, support Manor.
He got a halo around his head. What's that, a hat?
Yeah, Jeremy's really nice about that. He's like, you know what? I could buy better shoes, or it's like, you know what? Like Arizona doesn't really get access to cool stuff, so if there's a size 12, why take that?
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
And like,
Yeah,
I think
Before you guys got here, I was like,
Undefeated
man,
ain't
that's
y'all.
probably the greatest store in Arizona history right now. The fact that
Thank
it's
you.
still around.
It's because of he did it right with his own brand. Like he, like I mean, I hate
have
to use
a
the Kith
really
example because
good
Kith's opening a goddamn
staff.
store in Paris, but like no one should be compared to Kith except maybe like Undefeated or whatever. But like,
yeah.
it to me, my impression standing back here and looking at it, it's like if you were successful in making your own brand that where you can sell your own product, that's the Kith line of success.
Well,
Because I guarantee you, Ronnie made way more money on that shit than he did selling, things no one cared about in the store. Like, fam, he's the one who. Okay, I'm not gonna say he started like Mercer pants and all that. Like, what's the? Well, John Elliott was doing it and other people. But what did I say earlier? I didn't buy joggers. So he was able to sell all those Kith clothes for like way more than what they're worth, in my opinion, and that just helped the brand like.
Yeah.
Period.
all right, let's get out of here. I'm done with this podcast today. We appreciate you guys coming on.
Of course.
Social
Thank you,
media,
guys.
social media again.
If you guys ever want us to just come on, just to talk, let us know.
Just come on the podcast.
You guys only 4 chairs. What if we get here? Rico's here. I'm gonna sit.
No, say like, hey, anybody coming this week? Nope, I'm coming. Okay. Now if I say somebody's here, then you can't come. But like,
I just get my own chair.
Yeah, like we were talking to Don, and Don texted, and he was like, "I'm gonna come next week," and we said, "No, you guys are here." So then the week after, because he think he was supposed to come last week, right? And then
oh yeah, last
Something
week,
happened?
yeah. So, all right, well, social medias.
I don't have one.
Oh, stop.
I'm just kidding. It's my first day here. Little underscore laces. You could, get that screen tag.
well, okay, so
yeah, I
a matter of fact, what is why not little shoes or little feet or something? What was
Okay. Have you seen Land Before Time?
Yeah, of course.
Littlefoot.
Now I haven't seen him forever, but yeah.
Littlefoot. I wanted to be Littlefoot, but that
Okay.
handle was taken.
Yeah. All right.
So Little Laces. Here we are.
I like the laces. I thought that was actually pretty good.
Thank
Pretty
you.
tight.
Well, it's pretty tight.
No, I'm just thinking,
Oh,
like,
that's
who talks
tight.
about like laces, like lace, long, big laces? Like, who talks
Everyone
about
does.
You know what? I'm Little
Yes.
Laces. He's Big Laces.
I'm Who's Marky. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah, you do big laces now.
And where did that name come from?
Yeah, where'd that come from?
From high school.
Okay.
I was just like that random kid. Like if someone invited me to go to a party and they always ask, I'm like, oh, who's Marky? That's how I got the name. So it just stuck to me. So I was just like, all right, cool. I'll just take that.
Funny. I actually like that. That's actually fun.
That's
good.
funny.
All right, that's it. I got nothing else. That's just think this. Bow, bow, bow. And then- oh.